Sandra all the time is here with the cold heart true. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Hello, beautiful people. All right, looks like I need to start up my camera. Everybody's good? Hello. Hi, can they hear me? Can y'all hear me today? Good morning. All right, just waiting on the 106 guys to, I guess, turn on the mic so they can hear me. In the meantime, we're going to get our links ready.
Big news. I have some important news for you.
Yeah.
Interesting news.
It's Blake and Aaron's Spilling the Tea with Sandy.
K-Man's top news headlines of the day from CMR.
Hey, Sandy, happy Friday.
Good morning, Blake and Aaron. Happy Friday. How you guys doing?
We are great.
How are you?
We are fantastic on this end.
What do you got for us headlines?
All right. Big story today. CMR exclusive. You'll hear it only at 106.
Give it to us.
Movado artiste is not coming today to the Cayman Islands to perform, although there are promoters who have sold tickets on the basis that he's coming. He has no valid work permit.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it.
Wow.
Yes. So, yes, indeed. So I don't know why the promoters haven't told the public, but we sure have now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be tonight.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
They've not divulged.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
His work permit was turned down. They're still very much promoting the event.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
So his work permit has been denied. It's not the first time that individuals have had their work permits denied, but his has been denied on the basis of a previous conviction.
Oh.
So
I didn't try to check that and clear that sooner.
But the show's happening. There's three other artists.
I mean, there's other people there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if you were buying it for the headliner, which is Movado, then you might just be a tad bit disappointed.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and that's some of the risk too, right? When you're a promoter, like if we were to try to get Snoop Dogg to come to the island for a concert, you might have trouble getting getting that permit.
Think so?
You think so? You think not?
I
No, I think he'd be fine.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a conviction for anything like that.
He got off the murder trial. That was not
Yeah, he wasn't convicted for that.
okay. He's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
They might like check him at customs.
Yeah, right.
For
I
other
mean,
things.
send him a personal letter. Please leave your stuff at home.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Remember the man that the police were looking for last week in relation to that domestic incident? And
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah.
McKenzie, he's now been formally charged in relation to the matter. He's
Okay.
been charged with aggravated burglary, wounding with intent, common assault, and criminal trespass.
Yikes.
Yep. So he appeared in court yesterday morning, remanded into custody,
Wow.
and he'll return to court on the 24th, where he'll probably end up getting bail.
Have they found Luigi yet?
I don't know. Luigi and Mario. Yeah, I think, hopefully he just goes and finds them now that he
Okay.
knows.
I know that was your story yesterday.
Yeah. So
I like follow-ups.
yeah, this is
What's
true.
going on?
Give us the follow-up.
Yes. So hopefully, my understanding is he's blaming his lawyer. My lawyer didn't tell me that I needed to be in court. I'm like, okay.
They ever found that mass shooter?
Yeah, what's going on
Um,
with that news story?
This was the one at the playfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the police have been very mum about that, actually. I mean, I know they made some arrests and people are out on bail, but we haven't heard anything about charges yet.
How
So,
soon we forget. And
Yeah.
go on living.
yeah, sometimes it takes a minute for an investigation to, lead to charges.
We want some follow-up.
Hmm.
The
Well,
public demands answers.
Yeah, that was
We can-
crazy. And
We can ask them questions and see what they say, but normally they don't say very much because they say, "Oh, we're still working the case."
okay.
What does the moral
Yeah.
road say?
Aye. The moral race says, "Get it together."
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
gonna say I think they're still working on a case from the painters when they broke into my condo back in
How many years ago? was
2013.
that? Oh my God.
Haven't heard anything back yet.
Still running those. It's
Still running those fingerprints
it's
for the
gone
painters
cold.
that were outside.
a cold case file.
We need our own version of unsolved mystery.
Mm.
All right. I don't think I told you guys this one yesterday, but Deputy Principal Janet Harris of the Joanna Clark Primary School, which is AKA Savannah Primary, has been suspended or working from home duty. I don't know if it's an official suspension, but she is working from home after it is alleged that she kicked a 5-year-old child in the back.
What?
The parents of this child say that the child has been targeted and bullied by her, and they're very, very upset.
An adult, a teacher?
Yeah, allegedly kicked a year 1 child in the back.
Year 1.
Wow.
5-year-old. Yeah.
Man,
The
I don't know
child
what I
had
would
to
do as a
seek
parent.
medical attention. Reportedly sustained scratches on his body and had to receive treatment from Doctors Hospital. Had to get chest x-rays, breathing examinations, and so on. His parents are traumatized, and so is little boy. Reportedly, he does not want to go back to school anymore.
Right?
What school is this?
Joanna Clark Primary School,
Where's that?
Savannah Primary.
Savannah. Oh, Savannah. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
Hi.
So the police have confirmed that an investigation has been launched by the MASH unit.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very interesting story because apparently the Mall Road sources say this is not her first time doing stuff to students. And this is why she keeps getting moved around from one school to the next. We'll talk about some of those details, but allegedly she also choked a child at Clifton Hunter School. Yeah, pretty wild stories.
Wow.
There's a Cayman.
Police report.
How is that? How
Well,
is
you
she-
gotta get a police report, not just like sometimes people talk, sometimes, but yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta get the
Yeah,
real
and I mean,
story
She
from
should be.
parents.
She should be arrested.
From
don't even get me started because if the MASH unit investigates and go, well, whatever, which apparently they've done on a few occasions, in my opinion, then nothing comes of it.
Hmm.
All right. So Cayman sent a delegation to Rotan to take some medical supplies there after their hospital was destroyed in a fire last month.
Mhm.
So the delegation donated some 400, I think it's 400 boxes of medical supplies for their temporary hospital there in Rotan. So hopefully this is not going to be another situation like the fire trucks that they never got that could have helped with this fire.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's good that they're doing that. I just didn't know how many people were over there, though. How many people had to go on this?
We're going to talk about that this morning.
Because I was like, I saw
Like,
a
seriously.
lot of people.
I
Like,
know.
That
People-
all costs money.
People have
To,
asked me to address that, Aaron, because they're like, did we need a whole flight of people just to take medical supplies?
yeah, because don't you
We'll,
think?
we'll,
Like,
we'll talk about it.
yeah, because I'm assuming they didn't just go and come right back, did they?
They did. They
Oh,
did.
they did. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
just on a little trip to go and
Yeah.
say,
See
came in
what's happening
support
for
you.
the day.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, the plane was chartered, I guess. All right. So
That's like
listen.
it's like sending our staff
with
with
winners,
winners
to the Taylor Swift concerts and stuff.
to make sure they have a good time.
Yeah, it's like we wouldn't do that. You can have the tickets. You go.
But we want to make sure they have a good time.
Yeah, well, I mean, depends.
Pretty sure Taylor's gonna make sure that happens.
We'll make sure we go.
Yeah.
Lots of chaperones. All right. So a man was robbed after being hit from.
How many stories you got this morning?
I was like,
we gotta go.
We'll save the
final one. This will be the final one. This is kind of interesting. So a man was robbed after being hit off of his bicycle by another cyclist. Think about this. On South Church Street just before midnight on Thursday. Reports from the RCIPS. Right around 12:30 a.m. These guys were cycling along. And here's this guy riding, and he's thinking, oh, great, another cyclist passed me by. And he knocks him off of his bicycle from the rear, causing him to fall and result in non-life-threatening injuries. And at the time he did so, he also just grabbed his blue backpack containing a mobile phone and other items. Pretty wild.
That's a great story, Sandy.
No, I got a good one for you.
You said that was the last one.
we need to end at a positive note. Positive note. The U.S. has removed Cuba from the list of uncooperating countries. This is a good move.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they had put them on the terrorist list a couple years ago. I can't remember if that was during Trump's time, but anyway, now they've taken Cuba off. So a U.S. State Department official said on Wednesday that the resumption of law enforcement cooperation between U.S. and Cuba was one of the reasons for the previous designation being deemed no longer appropriate. See, the question now becomes, does this impact Cayman? Because people have been going there and getting their ESTAs canceled. It's because of this.
Oh.
So I'm thinking now.
Okay, that's good news.
I would be the first to chance it, to test the waters.
Right.
This is probably going to mean that we can go to Cuba again without any issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want to.
If you want to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have a desire to.
I enjoyed my time in Cuba.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Feel good story, sort of. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sandy. Have a good weekend.
Tuesday, because it's a long holiday weekend again.
That's right. Enjoy the 3-day weekend.
Yep.
We'll see you Tuesday.
I can't remember what holiday we're celebrating this Monday. All right. Let me send Renee a quick thing. Okay. 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 All right, folks. Okay. Yes, that should be mentioned in the article. Yaddy. All right, everybody's good? Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Friday. Let's go ahead and get Instagram going for those good folks over there. And boom, boom, and boom. Oh, let me turn on my little flag in the background. Happy Friday. Can't believe it's Friday already. I can't believe that the month of May is halfway done. My goodness. Time is just flying along. All right, so we got a number of different things we're going to be talking about this morning. Let's get it. Everybody's good. Let me send out my links. Oh, I need to charge my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's on the chair behind me. Because I didn't get to charge it last night, so it's already almost dead. What does it say? And what percentage is that? I can't even read that. I think it says 19%. Yep. So we got to make sure we charge up the phone for the day, honey child. All right, we're going to get started here. Good morning, Instagram folks. Rise and shine. So unfortunately, we were supposed to have Miss Marla on the program today. And she had a family emergency, so she had to cancel. So we're hoping that we can have her back at a future date, but I will certainly let you guys know. In the meantime, this gives you extra time to get ahead of that report and ensure that you actually read it. Okay, story number 1. Let's talk about this hot mess of a situation. Siobhan, good morning. Yes, I'm sending out our positive thoughts and prayers for her this morning. Don't know any of the details. And even if I did, I wouldn't be telling y'all, but I don't know them. So, Florida, 813 area code. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Sandra.
Hi, good morning.
I'd like to give a little story today. Hopefully I can remain anonymous.
Okay, no problem.
So I guess I'll be telling a little story and giving some advice to people that are maybe looking to do their own trade business.
Their own trade business?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, me and my father started a AC company, just me and him, a couple other guys. Like everyone else, we struggled in the beginning as we started to do more work. Bigger companies like Polo Bear, Otis Air, Aunty Group, they realized, these guys are dependable. They started giving us work. Fast forward a couple of years, we did a lot of work for Otis Air. Some things happened between them and I guess whoever they had in charge named Mr. Hall. I think his name was Junior Hall. We did a lot of work for them and we didn't get paid. So they promised us a bigger job to kind of compensate for that.
What company was that? Sorry.
Otis Air.
Okay. So you did work for them and they didn't pay you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they promised us another job basically to make up for that fact. Right.
How does another job make up for non-payment on the first job though? I'm just wondering. Because are you still
I'm not sure either.
Are you still not out of like manpower and time and stuff on the first job?
Yes.
Okay.
But at the time, this was maybe like 9 years ago. And like I said, we were just, a small little trade. So we looked at it as a bigger opportunity. Because it was a bigger job. We were doing like small houses to doing what's it called? Arvia next to Hurley's. So we did that for them. And during the process of that, there were a lot of changes. A lot of changes that we did that we didn't get paid for. Come to 2019, COVID hit us, 2020. I feel like almost everyone was really struggling at that point. So fast forward, the job is finishing, there were a lot of, I guess, other contractors, like the sheetrock guys. They would put screws through the wall, not really caring where the screws would hit. Some of them penetrated like the copper tubing, causing us to do our job several times. There were, like I said, a lot of issues that they had us fix. And then at the end of everything, they were like, oh, we didn't authorize you guys to do this. Oh, we didn't know nothing about this. Yeah. So fast forward, we're like, okay, can we work something out? Let's negotiate. We negotiated. They still didn't want to pay us. At the end of everything, at the end of everything, they pretty much played like they didn't know anything was going on. They didn't know about the changes. And we're just here stuck with a huge bill. There's still a balance on the main contract that they owe us. They even came up and said, you guys owe us for X, Y, and Z. Basically, yeah. So it's very complicated, but I guess the advice I want to give people is no matter what you do for anyone, make sure when it comes to business, no one is your friend. No one is your friend when it comes to money. The more details you can have your contract, the better it is for you. Because people will try to use you, abuse you in any way, form they can. Right now, we are $96,000 out of the hole and that's from 2021 that we finished this. We tried maybe for 2 years to try to come to some agreement. Every time we talked is, oh, this person is not
Wow.
available. That person is not available. Our accountant is on vacation.
Mm-mm. I mean,
It's just one
Otis Air is
piece after
supposed
the
to
next.
be, they're supposed to be like a decent company with a good reputation. Like, I'm really surprised that they're treating industry partners like this. Like, I'm surprised to hear this allegation. I mean, this is pretty wild.
You know, everything was good in the beginning,
Yeah.
I guess, until it came up to them holding their end of the bargain. Because I have hundreds of emails. Everything is very detailed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank you for your services. We really appreciate you guys. You know, we realize all of the hard work you put in, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so they're appreciative of everything we do. They're thankful. They just don't want to pay us.
What about getting
And
a lawyer involved? I mean, I know it can be tricky if you don't have the money for a lawyer, and I understand how obviously that works, but money owed is money owed.
Yeah, so we actually did try to go through the lawyer route.
Yes.
It is very expensive. And like I said, because it's just me and my father. Well, it's just my father now because I've left and to try my own career. But yeah, it's kind of hard going through the court system when you don't have the necessary funding for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of just dragged on and on and on. And
wow.
I think he's at where he kind of just gave up with it.
Oh my gosh, that's really sad.
Yeah, because I mean, we worked really hard to do all this, and it's kind of people taking advantage of you because we're not a group of millionaires. We don't have millionaire funding to back us up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that, listen, the whole world of construction, I was just talking to someone yesterday, it's, in my opinion, a rogue profession. There's very little oversight on contractors who don't deliver on what they say that they're going to deliver on. And it's also very, very disheartening to hear what you're saying this morning, which is essentially, there's also an issue with within the industry, like partners, working with each other. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, like, homeowners are having issues. They can't get stuff done. But now to think that beyond that, there's inner fighting with each other. I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. Wow. That's pretty wild.
You see, what they do is they get these jobs. I'm not sure what amount of money they get the job for, but then they hire and subcontract the jobs to smaller people.
Right. Yeah, because they always try to underbid in order to get the jobs and then figure out how to fit it within budget, you see. So, but my thing is, if they find a decent company that's willing to do good work at a reasonable price, you're legally obligated to then pay those individuals. Like, I'm not understanding how you think that you could get away with it. I hate to tell you, but you guys made a mistake. When they didn't pay you the first time, I would have never engaged with them again on another job. They were just using you guys at that point. Because I mean, listen, if they didn't pay you for the first job, like I said, the logic, the math ain't mathing. It's not logical because they still owe you money from the first job. So why take on a second job for them? Which I know you're thinking, oh, it's a bigger job. You'll make some money on that one. But then that means that you basically gave them the first job for free. That doesn't make any sense. Who was your contact person over at Otis Air? I'm curious.
So our first dealings with them was with Junior Hall, and then
what's the last name?
Like
Hall?
I said,
Hall?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then they fired him, and they gave us the other job at Arvia, and we were dealing with someone named Gary Pancras, if I'm not mistaken. I might have butchered his last name.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But so we finished our contract. Like I said, there were a lot of third-party damages, other contractors that damaged our work. And I have all of this very detailed. I'm not exaggerating anything. yeah, a lot of third-party contractors damaged our work, and we were forced to fix everything. And basically, after we fixed everything, they said, hey, thank you, we appreciate you. When we sent them the bill, they were like, we didn't authorize this. So I'm like, you told me to fix it. What do you mean you didn't authorize it?
Oh, they thought you were going to
So,
fix it for free.
I guess so.
Wow.
And our contract clearly states, any changes to the main contract is time and materials. Any alterations to the job, anything that we'd have to fix, because it's not our fault that other people are careless and damage our work essentially. But yeah, it's very frustrating dealing with these type of people. So I would advise anyone that's in the trade business, if you are just starting out, they're going to smile in your face. They're going to pretend to be your friends. Get your paperwork. Make sure you have contracts. Make sure everything is signed. If they want you to take a screw out to change something, make sure you have that written in paper. Yeah, there are no friends in this business.
Unbelievable. I mean, I guess there's no friends in business at all, but you expect honesty. It's not really so much about friendship. It's about honesty and integrity in business. And, that is a legitimate expectation that when you enter into a contract, that people are going to adhere to the terms of the contract. So I'm really sorry that this happened to you. I mean, what do you think that we can do? I mean, I know that you're just generally warning the public. Is there anything else?
I'm just really warning the public. Like I said, anyone that's really starting off, like I said, I've been working with my father since I was 13 years old, doing little side jobs and stuff with him. I went to school. I got a little degree in architecture. I did not know anything. I didn't know the first thing about running a business besides what I researched on Google, listening to people talk on YouTube. So I thought we were doing the right thing when we first started out. But as you can see, that backfired because we have contracts, but that didn't even save us. People, they control the money. So I guess they see it as we will pay you when we feel like, we've tried negotiating. It just kept on getting dragged on and we didn't get anywhere with it. After a while, they came out with saying, oh, this is some work we had to do, so we're going to charge you. They even came up with some phony invoices for materials saying that we credited them when we've never. Basically, you have to have an account with them in order to, get materials on credit. We never had an account with them. They've never credited anything to us. And they came up with this phony $6,000 bill after Christmas. They even came back and said that they had to make some repairs. And I'm just here like, okay, so you could have called us if there were any issues, that, and we would jump and fix whatever needs to be fixed, right? Because that's part of our contract. But they're saying no. So we did work outside of the contract and we needed approval, but it's okay for them to do work outside of the contract and not need approval. We were charging them $45 an hour. We dropped our rate to $35 because they were saying it's too high. And they're charging us $120 an hour.
Wow.
For their work, for whatever they had to fix, right? So basically, it's kind of like
do you want to have a conversation with them this morning? I mean, when was the last time you spoke to somebody over at Otis Air?
What was that? Sorry?
No, I said, would you like to have a conversation with them this morning? When was the last time you actually spoke to them?
Maybe like in 2022. We tried to go through our lawyers. That was last year. We came up with a draft that I can send you. so you can have an idea of everything that that went down. I think that would be a more compacted explanation rather than sending you hundreds or maybe thousands of emails and invoices. It kind of get confusing. But I could send you a draft. Honestly, every time we spoke to them, I could even send you emails so that you can see it. It's been one excuse after the next. This person has left office. It won't be back for a month. Oh, our accountant has left. He's gone away for a month to visit his family, or it's always been something. No one's around, or they ignore your emails, or it's always something. And it came to the point where it's clear that they don't want to resolve the issue. They don't want to pay us, because if they did, they would make an effort.
Yes.
That's why we tried to go through, our lawyers. And at this point, we just don't want things to escalate too much. But I think things need to escalate to that point.
Listen, when I hear people that are owed this kind of money and then they say they don't want to escalate, they don't want things to escalate, that means that you don't want your money. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think at this point,
you can't have it both ways.
There's no other choice. They've left me no other option but to talk about this in public.
So somebody said that Sean Hill, is the owner.
Yeah, that's the owner.
Disclaimer, he's not family to me or my husband. So does anybody have Sean's phone number that you could send us on WhatsApp? And maybe let's give Sean a call, because again, I'm disappointed. Like when I deal with companies, we talked about this a little bit on what was that Monday show, when we were talking about like Luca and stuff. I expect companies to operate with a certain degree of ethical awareness and just do the right thing, right? And so I am really disappointed when I hear companies that don't. And so I always, refuse to do business with companies that I know don't treat their staff well, and that they don't pay their bills and that sort of thing. I'm not going to give them my money. I work too hard for the few little dollars that I have. I want to give it to people who actually do the right thing. So I'm really, really disappointed. Somebody's going to get me his number. I'm going to try maybe giving him a call this morning, because this is really quite shocking, the allegations that you're making this morning.
Yeah, and I think the worst part of it is, okay, I understand. Let's say maybe the changes put you out of your budget as a company. You can talk and we can negotiate. But ignoring me, pretending like you don't know what's going on, pretending like nothing was approved, when I literally have emails of you telling me to get the work done. I've been sending you invoices for the last 2 years. And then all of a sudden, when the job's done, you're pretending like you don't know what any of this is. Like, if you had an issue from the beginning, you should have said something, right? We even, like I said, we even negotiated the changes, and we dropped our prices down significantly just to please them, I guess, just to get paid something. But, they don't even want to do that. So I'm sure he'll have his excuses of whatever he feels justified to say, but he can't beat the paper trail at the end of the day.
That's why you put everything in writing. All right, we're gonna give him a call, because I'm curious to see what it is that he's going to say this morning.
Okay.
Somebody's getting me his number.
I'm gonna send you the I guess whatever evidence we have, the draft letters. That's fine with you?
Yep. Send me all the evidence, everything. Email is tips@caymanlawroad.com.
Is it okay if I just send it through your WhatsApp?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's 6 pages.
Okay.
So it might take a little while to actually go through, but I've sent it. The number is going to be not a local number. I'll put it at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that you're calling from overseas, actually.
Yeah. So, thank you, I guess, for just listening to me and letting me vent for 20 minutes.
Yes, no problem. I got it already.
Okay, that's good.
Great.
But yeah, just want to point that out there to anyone that's starting that maybe are overwhelmed with, what should I do? How do I do this the right way? Protect yourself in any way, shape, or form. Do not do nothing without paper trail.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. So we'll see if we can get a hold of whoever this Sean Hill is. Good morning, caller. Oh, sorry. Somebody was trying to call us. Let's give them a call back. Wow, this is very sad to hear this morning. But somebody said this happens all the time, Sandy. Shannon says Palm Heights, we've talked about them before, also owes money to different Cayman and construction companies. So wrong.
Hello, good.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandy. Barry here.
Hey, Barry, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Okay, I just want to say, often a lot of people will criticize your show, but I'm telling you, it is one of the few ways in this country that you can get things out, and such as the last story, the last gentleman there, be it he right or wrong, at least you got a way to vent. If it's the last resort, I just want to say that's one good thing about us. That's one of the things I like about your show.
Thank you.
Don't change in any way, because that's what happened with most of the garbage called media today. They don't even know what the word means. Often they're pundits, but just, many times you want to vent things, and it's a good way to do it. It's a good way to do it. And I would say from the biggest to the smallest company, including government, if you can't get your message across and you're just hitting a roadblock, I think this is the avenue to go. And I think you need more, perhaps more, but it's good. It's good. At least people, because there's one thing businesses and governments hate is negative publicity. Obviously, for obvious reasons. But sometimes that's the only alternative you have to get your story out. And in taking this avenue, you're hitting thousands of people one time. It's not like you telling little Bob in the corner and hopefully he'll tell 10 more people. So it's good. I'm not saying I don't know the man's story. I'm sure there's some merit to what he's saying, but nevertheless, at least you're being fair and getting both sides. So kudos to your show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Barry.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Thanks, my dear. Okay. Thank you so much. So I'm just here having a look at the letter that he has sent. The 6-page draft letter from the attorneys goes into sufficient detail. So for anyone who might have any doubts about this, the letter is very, very detailed, I must say, laying out in 6 pages all of the invoices, the amounts, owed, breakdown invoices from 2020 straight through to 2021, and then additional expenses, explanation for each invoice. I know you guys can't see all the details here, but let me just say that this is actually kudos to lawyers who sit down and can put it all together. This is a very detailed letter with a lot of information. This happened on this date on May the 3rd, 2021, on July 22nd, 2020. And, taken invoice by invoice, said this was the email that we got in relation to this. So let me give you an example. Invoice number 1370 on July 22nd, 2020, in the same email to Davenport Development regarding change orders to the contract as referenced above. Mr. Pankhurst of Otis Air also referred to, in quotations, extra bathrooms being installed. How many? Question mark. This was in reference to some additional work that Otis Air had asked the company to carry out to accommodate changes to certain units and additional bathrooms, and also to repair damage to 11 units caused by third-party contractors. So, I mean, it's all here in extreme detail. Now, here's the thing about this, right? I know for a fact, without fear of contradiction, Davenport does a number of really, really big projects. And let me try to remember my friend's name now over at Davenport. What is his name? Oh gosh, hold on a second here. They have in the past taken a very, very firm stand against companies who refuse. I mean, there's Ken and then what's Paul. They have taken a position with people who are not paying their workers and said that, you know what, we're no longer going to do business with these people. We're not going to give them a contract if then they turn around and don't pay the workers who have worked incredibly hard to get our job done, because they don't want to do business with people who have no scruples at all. So Otis Air, I don't know how much it's worth for you to ignore these, invoices that's owed, but you could be doing this now that this has been brought to our attention. You could be doing this at your own peril. And I would recommend, if I were you and you guys are listening this morning, I'm sure somebody has already called Sean Hall, whoever he is. I am pretty sure that, they're listening this morning. I wouldn't take that chance if I were you, because the next company that I'm going to call
calling Otis Air
is going to be,
carefully to the following options.
let's see if they might not be open yet.
For commercial AC, please press 1. For residential, press 2. For parts and equipment, press 3. And for all other inquiries, please press 4 or hold for reception. To hear these options again, please.
So, I would say that maybe you guys need to think carefully about this. So Gary Pankhurst was a service manager.
Morning, Otis Air Conditioning. This is Violet. How can I help?
Yes, hi. Good morning, Miss Violet. This is Sandra Hill calling from Cayman Mall Road. I'm trying to get a hold of Mr. Sean Hill.
He's off today.
Okay.
Hold on one moment for me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome. Yeah. Hi, Miss Hill.
Hi.
Can I pass you through to Paul? I'm going to try to pass you through to Paul Heyman, our operations manager. Can I say what it's in regards to?
Yes, we actually had a phone call this morning from a gentleman from a company, ASM, regarding some outstanding invoices that are owed by Otis Air to this other contractor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on one moment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
And what is his name that you're transferring me to?
Paul Heyman.
His name is Paul. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Okay, Paul's on the phone, but I'm going to transfer you to Sanjay, our accounts manager.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
All righty.
Good morning, this is Sanjay.
Yes, hi, Sanjay. This is Sandra Hill from Cayman Mall Road.
Hi, Sandra.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Yes, good morning. I'm good. So I've had a phone call this morning, actually on our show, where we had a young man, him and his father own, he says, a company that carries out some work. It's ASM. And he's complaining that for a number of years now, they've had some outstanding invoices, almost $100,000 allegedly outstanding that Otis Air has not paid.
How much?
They've said $98,339. I guess subject to maybe some corrections here and there, but they've laid out. I've got a very detailed 6-page letter here where their attorneys had drafted and laid out all the different invoices, the amounts that were owed, the instructions that were provided by email. They've indicated they've got everything in writing, tons of evidence, and they've been chasing you guys now for a number of years regarding payment, and they keep getting in the runaround. Oh, this person's out of office. This one's not available. Just a million excuses as to why it can't get paid. In fact, it makes mention of you. Your name is Sanjay Datta. Yeah, it makes mention of you here on May 21st, 2020, where you emailed to say, good afternoon, Gary approved a payment of blah, 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 invoice number so-and-so. A check will be ready for collection. And yet that invoice remains unpaid. So listen, this is what I would like to see happen. Maybe you guys forgot about this small company. I know you guys are the big boys in town. I don't know how this works. Maybe you forgot that you owe them money. Would you do me a favor? I don't necessarily need you to say anything else on live radio this morning, but can you do me a favor and make looking at their file and the outstanding amount owed to them a priority so that they can get paid?
But this is, I don't understand why they're approaching Cayman Mall Road.
Oh, you don't?
No, but they should approach us because they have done some work for us.
Yeah, but they've said. Let me break down. I can answer that. I can answer this for you because this is very easy. The young man has called. The son has called out of frustration because he says they've done everything to get you guys to pay and you haven't paid. So they're sick and tired of emailing, calling, and getting the runaround. So that's why people come to Cayman Mall Road as a last resort. They don't come to us as a first resort. You know, a 6-page,
I understand that.
Yeah, a 6-page detailed letter, Sanjay, that was drafted after years of money being owed. That should be the last resort, right?
I understand that, Sandra. I very well understand that. But this is not very professional from their side.
Well, you might not think it's professional, but what I do know is it is proficient. Something is going to happen today as a result of this phone call today. So setting aside professionalism, because in my opinion, it's also not professional to owe people money and not pay your bills. I mean, let's be very, very honest here. If Otis Air is in the business of doing that, even with other contractors, I would be, as a consumer who has used Otis Air in the past, I would be very, very disappointed to hear that. That's unprofessional. That. So let's not call his unprofessionalism into question, because
what I will appreciate is they approach Otis Air properly.
Again,
I don't know. First of all, we don't owe them $98,000.
All right.
Okay.
So even if you owed 60 or 70,000,
I don't know from where they are coming up with that $98,000. First of all, what they have done for Otis Air, it's completely paid. And when they were in my office, him and his son in my office, and I explained them what the problems are. So if they want to reopen that and rediscuss, they can come to my office and I can rediscuss it with them and explain them what their outstanding balance is and how much actually they owe us in rework. Okay. That we have the work they have done for us. We have to go back into that property and we have redone the whole work. Okay. So I have explained it to them. If they want a re-explanation, they can come into my office and I can re-explain it.
Okay. So tell me something then,
So
right?
we are not, first of all, OTCR is not running away from this case. Okay.
So why would you, let me ask you a question, Sanjay. Why would you send someone an email saying that an invoice is going to be paid and ready for collection, then you never pay it?
If I say that invoice is ready to be paid, that invoice must have paid. Okay. I cannot disclose you the accounting invoices and accounting procedures or accounting details to you. If I have said that invoice is supposed to get paid, that invoice must have been paid.
Okay. Well, they said they haven't received payment, so maybe it got lost in the mail.
It can't be get lost in. If I say the invoice is paid, that invoice must have got paid. But I cannot give you details. You cannot give me details. Which invoice was that? Okay.
Well, I have the invoice number here if you'd like it.
I cannot discuss it over the phone. Sorry, Sandra.
Yes.
What I would like them to do, they came into my office. I'm again telling you, they came into my office, him and his son, and I explained it to them properly, like what happened and what are the reworks that we have done, and we are still doing rework. The work they have done, we still have complaints.
Yes.
So if they have a problem, they can come into my office. Again, I'm going to explain it to them what happened and how much was the balance and how much is the rework, and I can explain it to them.
Okay. So we have the young man on the other line now, and I just want to ask him, young man, he says that they have, basically, I guess they're claiming they don't owe you guys any money because they've had to redo work, and, you know, they've already explained this to you, is what he's claiming. There's a point in here when it talks about the fact that he said an invoice was, the check was ready for payment and you guys should collect it. And he said, if that was said, then it would have been paid. In your draft letter here, you say that hasn't been paid. What's your response to those things?
So first of all, we've never met Sanjay in his office, me and my father.
Okay.
The only times we've ever met anyone from Otis Air was with Gary and Paul.
That's Gary and Paul from Otis Air.
Yes.
Okay.
Second of all, the main contract, there's a balance of 36,000, and the other 50,000 would have to be the alterations and changes to the contract itself. Mr. Sanjay and I have not met. I can't even tell you the last time. I maybe met him once, and it was never to discuss anything regarding no. What did he say that they had to come in and fix
and corrections? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard anything about them having to come in and fix the whole job. That sounds like an excuse to me. Personally, anytime they had an issue with anything, we jumped up and fixed it, whether it was our fault or not. I've been emailing them countless times with no response. Either Paul is on vacation every time, Sanjay's on vacation every time, or Gary's on vacation. It's always something. If they had intentions of paying us, some form of communication from their end would have been established.
Sanjay, is it possible that you're confusing them with somebody else? I mean, I don't really know what's going on here, but listen, Sanjay, I believe this is above your pay grade. Let me be very, very honest with you. The person I need to speak to this morning would be Sean Hill. So this is what I would appreciate you doing for me. Could you please get a message to Sean that he can call me? I'd like to hear from him today. My number, I'm going to give him my personal number so that I don't miss the call. It's 324 1612.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would really like to hear from him today if possible.
But Sandra,
Yes,
Sean
sir.
is not on the island and he won't be able to call. But again,
but hold on a second. You do know that there is such a thing called WhatsApp calling, which would be free. So no matter, even if he's in Timbuktu, as long as he has data service, he could still call. So,
sorry, Sandra, I can't help you there. I cannot.
But how do you know that he's not going to be able to call? You haven't even given him the message yet.
If ASM, my last thing is, if ASM has a problem, he can come into my office and we can discuss it further. Okay.
Okay.
I won't
so you're going to risk reputational damage to Otis Air and tell me that
I'm not
that Sean
I'm
isn't
not doing
even
any
going to
reputational damage.
you know, but
I'm not doing
you've
any
already
reputational damage, Sandra.
yeah, but you already have
If ASM has a problem, I would request them to come into my office and discuss it again.
yeah,
okay?
we'd like to speak to
They are saying that they haven't come to my office. That's not right.
But Sanjay,
so
how can you speak to how can you speak on behalf of Sean this morning? I'm leaving a message and asking you to have Sean call me, and you're telling me that he can't call me.
Sandra,
how do you come to that conclusion?
I'm the financial controller, and I look into the accounts. Okay, so please ask ASM to come into my office and have a talk with me. Okay.
So Sean isn't going to call me? Are you going to pass on the message at least?
Sandra,
yes.
I'm the financial controller.
I understand that, but Sean is the owner of the company, is he not? If Sean calls you, let me ask you a question. If Sean calls you right now as the owner of the company and says, Sanjay, pay these people X amount, don't you have to do it? Regardless of you being the financial controller?
Sandra, there is no point discussing that. If ASM has a problem, if we owe some money, if ASM thinks that we owe some money to them, they should come into my office and discuss. Okay?
Will you be delivering that message to Sean for me?
I'm telling you, again, I'm repeating myself.
Yes,
if ASM has a problem.
But that's not my question to you. My question is, will you be passing on my message to Sean?
See, it's first, if it's accounts related, if it's payment related, it has to come to me first. Okay? So if ASM has a problem, ask them to come to my office and discuss it. Okay? Ask them to call me, set up a time, and we can discuss it. Okay?
Okay, Sanjay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. So he's claiming that he's sat down and met with you guys before and talked about these things. You're saying that meeting never happened?
That never happened. My last email to him and Gary was, good afternoon. Could we resolve these outstanding payments? We are trying our best to be patient, but some of these invoices are over a year old now. That was in September 5th, 2022. No response. So it's not like I haven't been trying. I don't think anyone in their right mind would just go to an attorney, spend a ton of money getting a draft letter done for no reason if there was some type of communication. They didn't have intentions of paying us. That's why this has been going on since 2021, 2022. It's been 2 years now. They haven't answered no emails. They're just ignoring us. But now all of a sudden we can come and talk to them to resolve it. It doesn't make sense.
All right. Somebody's still working on Sean's number for me.
Oh, I can give it to you if you want, if it's still the same.
Oh, yeah. Send it to me on WhatsApp. Let me see. Because clearly he's traveling. He's busy. Maybe
that's the thing. Everyone is always traveling.
Maybe he doesn't know what's going on with the company.
I've emailed him personally myself.
Oh, okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandy.
Hi, morning. How are you?
I've been listening to this pathetic situation. What these people need is a good case of poetic justice. And it's a good thing they have somebody patient like that man, because I can tell you, if that had been me, I was going to the office with a baseball bat. And I would either be leaving with my money or I would be leaving bodies. Simple as that. These people come to your country, they disrespect your laws, and then they turn around and then they disrespect your dignity. It is ridiculous that you have people that do your work and then turn around and don't want to pay you. Come on, that's ridiculous. This is when you need to take some serious justice. And this don't have nothing to do with the police. This don't have nothing to do with the law, because you have a contract. So if you renege on your contract, I did your work, you didn't pay me, well, okay, I going to collect my money or I going to collect your body. Simple as that. All right, thanks.
And of course, we're doing our best here, folks, to not ever have a situation escalate where you have to try to take matters into your own hands, because somebody else messaged me and said, Sandy, if that was me in my company, believe me, I'd be going to rip out every single piece of equipment or every bit of work that I've done. That's not always an easy thing to do, but it's shocking. So we do have another caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Alexandra. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
To this young man's situation, I know it's very frustrating and you're very humble. I congratulate you on that. But to my question to you, Alexandra, and to the public, once you do a job and it's signed, contract, everything, and they don't, and you have outstanding invoices from them, is it possible or is it allowed that you can go back on the premises and take your equipment and your materials back, the job that redo, and say basically undo the whole job that you did?
Well, I mean, I suspect that it's very, very difficult to undo work like this. I mean, once it's done, you would be engaging in property damage, in fact. So this is where you have to be very, very careful now that you don't end up on the wrong side of the law. So in order for him to get to the work that they've done, they would have to rip out other people's work and damage property. And I'm sure they don't want to do that. And I don't even know if this property is, if Davenport, I don't know which property this is, but it could even be a case where the project has been completed. So he can't just waltz into, a property and be like, okay, I'm going to start pulling out stuff. Right. So that's not necessarily the most practical thing, to recommend they do. And it could also get you in a little bit of trouble. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. But
in the US, I bet most contractors will do that once customer or the client has not paid do not want to pay for the job. Yeah. They will go back and repo your lawn, or they'll take down your wall or anything like that, which I understand in the US because fair is fair. But if it comes to Cayman, you're walking over us like we dogs.
Yeah, I saw something recently where someone was demolishing the whole house because they were owed a small amount of money. Listen, I'm not saying that frustrated people don't take matters into their own hands and don't do things, but it's not something that I would recommend. But I understand where the frustration is coming from for sure. People work hard. And like you said, when you're a small business owner and you're being treated like this, to me, this is really, really horrible. And I'm disappointed to hear this morning.
Yep. All right, then. You have a good one.
All right. Thanks, my dear. Let's try to give Sean, what's his name? Sean Hall a call, because I suspect that he won't be calling us. I don't think he's even going to get that message. I mean, Sanjay seemed very, very firm on his position that he was the person to deal with this. And, if you're the person to deal with this, then this should have been dealt with a long time ago. This should have never reached CMR, to be quite frank and honest. So let me just see. We have Sean's number here now. All right, we're going to give him a call, honey child. Living his best life on vacation or what? I mean, y'all can't do this to people. Come on now. Have a conscience. Okay. I don't know what part of the world he's traveling in. The messages are being delivered. So let's assume that he might be in a different time zone, and we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But we'll call you back. Good morning, caller.
So let's assume that.
Morning, Sandra.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. I send you Paul number. Paul number at Otis here. He's the operational manager.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna get on to him. Sean is not gonna answer his phone.
Sean won't answer the phone. Wow. I mean,
he won't answer the phone now. He on vacation and he gone with his wife and child.
Oh, that's
children.
Nice of him to be able to go on vacation while they owe people money. I mean, I'm just saying. That's fantastic.
Listen,
that he can take a vacation.
The guy that called there just now, just don't worry with him. I work with Otis. Otis is one of a reputable company. Yes, they have faults, but trust me, if you get in contact with Paul or Sean, they're gonna fix whatever need to be fixed.
Okay.
And trust me, I am one of the person that just don't pick side because trust me, I've went through what I went through in Cayman. I'm in Atlanta now, but I still watch your show because I still get all my information on what's going on in Cayman. But try calling
Try Paul instead. Paul might be a little bit better than Sanjay. Is that what you're telling me?
Paul is gonna be way better than Sanjay.
Okay, all right.
Paul is very professional.
Yeah, Sanjay wasn't really meeting the mark this morning, I'm afraid to say.
No, just try Paul. Paul is very professional, and I can say Sean is, but he's not gonna answer now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, like I said, it's great when you can take vacation, but you gotta treat people right. All right. So Paul, good morning, Paul. We're gonna call Paul then. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, dear. Okay, so we're gonna try Paul. Look at that. We're getting calls all the way from Atlanta to help us out this morning. Thank you. Okay. No answer on WhatsApp. Let's try calling him directly. Directly? We gonna call him directly. Okay then.
Hello, you reached Paul from Otis Air. I'm currently unavailable and unable to retrieve these answer phone messages. If you'd like to call 945-7167, the office team will be able to help you. Thank you.
Nobody's answering this morning. So let's actually call back the office number and leave a message for Paul.
Thank you for calling Otis Air. Please listen carefully to the following options as our menu has changed. For commercial AC, please press 1. For residential.
Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator.
Good morning. Thanks for calling Otis Air.
Yes, good morning. Sandra Hill here again. Is it possible to speak to Paul Heyman? Is he around by any chance?
He's in a meeting at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you ask him to give me a call, please?
Do you have his email or?
Yes. It's better to email him than leave you a message?
Yes, it is. I mean, I can give him your message, but he usually replies to emails quicker.
So paul.heyman@otisair.ky. And then Sean's email would be the same thing, sean.hill@otisair.ky. Okay, I'll send them an email. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're going to keep trying here, folks. Yes. Okay. Send them a little email, short and sweet. Good morning. Please note that let me change that to I would like to speak with you regarding the above company and outstanding monies owed to them. Kind regards, Sandra Hill. At your earliest convenience. Yes. Okay, we'll mark that high importance and click send. All right, let's see what happens. What a hot mess. Today was actually, funny enough, Aunty Sandy's segment. So the young man says they're all trying to get their stories straight now. Like I said, this very detailed 6-page letter is extremely helpful. Yeah. And you know, the first contract that y'all owe the people them money for, we might want to talk about that too, now that I'm thinking about it, since y'all in the habit of not paying your bills. Arvia, which one is Arvia again? Arvia is that the one in the Grand Harbor roundabout? Is that Arvia with that circular sign or whatever? You know what is so funny? I have a young man, a company that I use sometimes. Yeah, that's the one by Hurley's for my AC works and stuff as well. And he said to me that so many times they end up fixing problems from these large companies like Otis Air and others, you know, where they again try to go so cheap on the job that they get what they get. Oh, that's the one that's behind Hurley's. That's the other one I was thinking of. Okay, behind Hurley's and Salty's. Okay. Otis Air. Listen, this is very clear. I cannot be any more clear when I tell you this. Help me help you to resolve this issue. Maybe you no longer care about residential business or whatever, but you know, there might even be big contractors who are sitting here this morning listening to this program who are going, do we really want to do business with people who are not going to be paying their subcontractors when they're already getting it on the cheap? Somebody said to me, you can't do a job for $45. They said $45 an hour is impossible to make money on when you factor in pension, medical, and office overhead. The person goes on to say, Sandra, this is a story as old as time. Developers and those in the construction business know very well that the legal process to compensation is more costly than monies owed 99% of the time. And they use that to their advantage. I bet you a year's salary that the developer might owe Otis as well. Trickle down effect. Now, if the developer is Davenport, I'm going to say, and I'm going to put my neck out a little bit for Davenport, I believe that they have a very good reputation for paying their bills. We saw before where the excuse was being used that that was by Alden's brother-in-law at the time, where, oh, you know, he owed people because Davenport didn't pay them. And Davenport said, no. We have paid our bills. And so, you know, y'all need to make sure you don't throw the blame on us, because that's what they kept telling the workers is, oh, you can't get paid because we have paid your boss. And so the reason why he hasn't paid you all have nothing to do with us. Unbelievable. All right. Y'all need to figure it out. This person says, yeah, I call that a Caymanism. We have always been taught to be seen and not heard, which makes us subservient. I suffered from this for over a decade, but once I started being vocal and direct in any situation, including my rates and invoicing, I was labeled as a troublemaker by the foreign developers and arrogant and conceited by my fellow spineless Caymanians. Yet they sitting around in their homes and offices wondering how we are being relegated to the sidelines of prosperity. Wow. What a hot mess. This person says, I guess we know which AC company we will not be using. Very, very sad. Unbelievable. Sanjay speaking for his boss. Sanjay is handling the truth recklessly. Otis Air running from you. I wouldn't suggest it. Here's the thing. Y'all look at me carefully now, honey child. I'm going to let y'all in a little secret. Auntie Sandy might be chubby, even fat and overweight, but don't think that you can outrun me in any sense of the word, honey child. The truth has a way of catching up with you, huh? And so it is my recommendation that you handle things head on from a perspective of honesty and transparency. So sad. The young man has all his emails. How are you going to lie about emails? Okay. If you say a bill has been paid, then surely you have a copy of the check. If it's been paid by direct deposit, you have a copy of that as well. Jamila says Davenport pays their bills and sends you the proof. I agree. I mean, I'm not, going through their personal accounts or anything, but they seem to, in the past, have taken a very, very firm position that they're not the type of company that isn't going to pay their bills. So, get it together. We will certainly be having a little side word with Davenport as well. Because if the allegation is like, oh, maybe Davenport hasn't paid them, I will rest assured, you all can rest assured that I will get confirmation of that. Speaking of bad contractors and other people, we need to call out one of our own this morning. I don't like having to call out Caymanians, but y'all also will know that I don't really care who you are. I don't care who your mama is. I don't care which district you're from. I don't care who you believe your papa is, because some of y'all don't really know. None of that matters to me this morning. What matters to me, folks, is doing the right thing. And I'm so sick and tired of getting phone calls from people. Yesterday, I got one. Man, this woman isn't ready to take her situation public yet, but you road contractors taking people's money and wasting it and not delivering on a job. Y'all have got to stop this nonsense. There is no accountability in this industry at all. And the industry needs a cleanup. This poor lady yesterday, I was talking to her. She called me. She said, Miss Sandy, you got about 5 minutes? And I really need to talk to you. And I was like, I'm in the middle of trying to pay my own bills and get things done. And she said, please. I could hear the urgency in her voice. And she said, well, 5 minutes, but that's 5 minutes Cayman time, which can be in like 20 minutes and everybody else's time. I said, okay, go on. Tell me what's going on. At points in the conversation, this woman is crying about how this contractor has done her and her house and the amount of money that she's out of now because of this. You guys don't understand how you really impact people's lives. And, the single largest project and the most you will spend on anything probably in your entire life will be your home. It is an investment in your future, in the future of your children. You're trying to get, Caymanians believe in home ownership. You're trying to get that little piece of like the dream. And these contractors are taking you guys for, unfortunately, a ride in the worst kind of way. I mean, they are riding you like that donkey, like there's no tomorrow. And it is so incredibly unfortunate. Now, there is a situation brewing with another contractor. And again, you know, a lot of the victims, really, homeowners trying to become homeowners, seldom want to say anything because they're still trying to work it out. Sometimes you can't work it out with these people. They're not good people. They're unscrupulous individuals. And so your attempts to work it out with them only makes them believe that they have something over you and they have more power over you. Like that last caller said, you know, you kind of feel like you could literally go AHAM on these people, and that is the only thing that they are ultimately going to understand. I'm going to put out a call today for a particular Caymanian contractor to do the right thing. Now, whatever you do, sir, don't pick up the phone and call me this morning. I wouldn't advise it. I'm already not in a good mood after having to deal with Otis here. Philip Hides, you from West Bay, not true. Do yourself a favor. This situation that you have found yourself in, where you don't want to pay people, not pay people. You don't want to, well, you can't finish a job now because these people don't trust you to finish a job. but you have goods that they have paid you for. Doors and windows specifically now I'm talking about. That you're now making threats that you are going to auction off their doors and windows, which you've already been paid for, because you are in a tit for tat with them. Philip, please do yourself a favor today. Do not, under any circumstances, get me started talking about all of the BS that you have done on this job site and how you have wronged these people in more ways than we can count. Do yourself a favor and release their doors and windows. I'm going to make you a promise here today. And it's not often that I make promises, and you can believe that when I make a promise, I'm going to keep it. If you don't release, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, if you don't release their doors and windows, I'm going to give you 1 week. No, as a matter of fact, I can give you less than a week, because next week, Friday, I won't be here. I'm going to take the day off to do some stuff. So I'm going to give you until Thursday of next week to release their doors and windows. Or every single thing you've done in relation to this job and all the other jobs, everybody listening to me this morning, there's over 600 of you. This isn't unique to this particular person. A lot of people have had issues with Philip Hides. Every single case, Philip, is going to be highlighted on a special feature with you as the highlight of that feature. Do yourself a favor and release their windows and doors. You've proven yourself to be a dishonest individual. You know how people know that you're lying when your mouth opens up? You've done all sorts of foolishness on this job site, and you would be surprised the evidence that we have. I'm going to really send you a strong message here today. Don't try me. Okay? Because your whole history can come out. I hear you want to run for politics in West Bay. Please go sit your behind home. The last thing that we need is more good-for-nothing Caymanians who can't even operate their own businesses properly, talking about they want to run for political office. We got enough bad seeds out there already in office now. We don't need any more jokers putting themselves up for office. Somebody say they don't know which Philip Hides I'm referring to. Don't worry. Let me show y'all so there is no room for uncertainty. In case he don't know who I'm talking about, which I know he does, let's be very, very clear about exactly who Philip is. Okay. This is what you call a warning. And if you're smart, you're going to take heed. There he is. That's Philip Hines. There you go, Philip. Tried giving you the benefit of the doubt, you know. But you just don't want to listen. You still playing games. But I got to tell you, your tricks are up now. This is it. All right. Okay. Go right ahead. As the Terminator said, make my day. Because you're gonna find out exactly what is what. Y'all is something else. And doing it to your own Caymanians, you know, this is the most egregious part. Somebody said that's a terrible picture. Nobody would recognize him. Okay, let me see if I can find a better one. All the pictures of him don't really look that good, to be honest. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you?
Not bad. How you doing?
Yeah, good program this morning. Sandy, listen to me. I am almost 80 old. I started out construction with Elroy with the arches there. Miss Sandra, the problem in Cayman with this construction going on is that, coming back to the Bible says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. You can go to the immigration and get a business license, pay for it. There is no test to prove that you can do the job. They got people out there doing construction, special group of people. And I am talking from experience over the years. When it comes to building, they can't talk to me. All of those buildings in Georgetown, George Gillette got his hand in them. I started with Kent Rankin, Jim Arch, Elroy Arch, Ray Arch, Foss Arch. They were the people in the time that done the building. And you go and check their building up until today. What happened is they got people that doing construction in Cayman, just give me 2 minutes, sit at their contractors, and they go and they get a carpenter here and a carpenter there from their own native, from their own country, and they go and they get a deposit from the person. And the minute they get the deposit from the person, they go start the job just to secure the job, to make the person think that they're going to do it. Once they get that deposit, they gone, they do not return. If they do, they're going to get somebody else to pay them less. To say, well, go run up these little blocks for me. The person going to go, they don't even know nothing about laying blocks, and just put down the blocks. They're crooked, they're not level, they're out of square and all of that. And then even the Caymanian people that are hiring these people, instead of they hire their own Caymanians, we got bad apples on every tree. Okay? But I would venture to say 75% of the Caymanians going to do the job right. They're going to do the job right. I'd probably say that.
Well, this is one Caymanian here now. We're talking about who not doing the job right. So I'm not swearing for none of them either. You take people as you find them, huh? And what I can tell you is some of our own people are wanting in this regard as well. And I'm not gonna cloak them up or hold them up into nothing, no matter who they are.
No, I agree with that. But what I'm saying, most of them that come in here and doing
politics, my own.
They never done construction in their life till they come here.
Yeah, but some of
You
them,
understand?
the problem too is we have too many dishonest people in the construction industry.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I quit too. That's why I quit because I couldn't get.
They take these jobs, and then they feel like they can do whatever they want on the job. They can treat people any kind of way. They can waste people money. Well, I tell you
Miss
what.
Sandra, my last job I went to work. The people, the company, the people that I was working for, they were on the island the whole week until midday Friday. Midday Friday, they go on Miami. You gotta wait till Monday or Tuesday to get paid. If you get paid, it don't work. It don't work that way. People slaving themselves out in the sun and working to put bread on their table, and then you taking the money to go in Miami and enjoying yourself. And you got to depend on your workers, you know. But what I'm saying, let me wrap this up, Ms. Sandra. What I'm saying is that the immigration or whoever it is that giving these people, these companies fly by night, say the contractor, they got big tape on their side. Tell them to read a 3060, a 360, 560, 1160. They can't read it, but they got construction license, even women. And they go on the job and you give them a blueprint, they can't read it. So that is the problem in Cayman. There should be a test taken. Oh, you can do construction. Okay, can you read this? Can you do this? So that's the problem in
I
Cayman.
tell you what, he has time to be going to concerts and Taste of Caymans and all kind of events. He better try and find people money and return it and release their doors and windows. That's what he better try and do today. Thank you, Mr. George. I appreciate it. Trust and believe the audacity of some of our own people. They really not ready. And like I said, today not a day. And my apologies. I got the wrong movie reference wrong. Somebody said, Sandy, that's not the Terminator. That's a Dirty Harry movie. Well, thank you for the correction. And then the nerve, right? Look, the nerve to put up a post about the most powerful picture I've ever seen. If the people stand up, the game is over. Well, you need to apply this to yourself. What your name is, Philip? Apply this quote to yourself. Because if the people that you have done wrong, talking about you building them house, if they decided to stand up, and I'm challenging every single one of them today, because I know they listen to the show now. They're all messaging each other. Oh my God, Sandy calling out Philip. Yes, it's time somebody stood up to you and your nonsense. The irony of your words couldn't be more true. He's telling y'all that what you need to do is stand up, because the second you stand up, it's game over for him too. So y'all stand up. You hear me? Enough is enough. Mr. Phillip, you have until Thursday. And I am promising you, as today is May the 17th, 2024, it's Friday, I'm promising you that if you do not release that woman's doors and windows, I'm coming for you with the cold hard truth. And you're not going to be able to handle it. We're going to go all the way back to your days at DHL and why you were fired from there. We're going to go way back and dig up some stuff on you, because you've been dirty for a very, very long time. Don't try me. That's the best advice I can give you, honey jail. All right. 936-2626. The phone lines are open. Y'all going on with a lot of foolishness. R13 is asking for show and wills and probates. I'll speak to Broadhurst and see if they can address that. Thank you so much for the request. I will send that across. I think that's a pretty good idea. Politician salary so hot right now, says Romeo. Yeah, they're all looking easy money. But I know one thing, they're not going to be making it off the backside of the people who came out either, because we going to stomp a lot of them dead in their tracks before they even get out the gate. Talking about they want to run for politics, damn crooks. You're going to run all right, but you'll be running around the block. That way you need to try and run. This man is something else. Run for politics. I tell you. Y'all need to go sit down. We don't need any more crooks in there. Like I said, we got enough to deal with as it is. Ay. Receptionist tuned in from time she transferred the call. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too, Sandy.
Yes, my dear child. What's going on in the West this morning?
Make I tell you, well, I spoke to you concerning this before. I believe I did. I hope I'm not losing my memory. But about this tent church on Birch Tree Hill Road, up about going more into Birch Tree Hill, by Ed Bush Clay Field.
Yes.
And it's a tent that has been there for a long time, and they have church service in it. Then they got a whole heap of plants out there, which now I'm understanding they're selling. But in the front of that, on the same compound, they have ugly looking something that I understand I haven't drove by there in the night, and I'm promising that I would do that. That after the service, they do jerk chicken, but that's a different color altogether.
Let me just ask you a question, caller. Does this have anything to do with the current topic?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I was wondering if we were going to be getting to something to do with these road contractors. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just.
No, it's okay.
I was folding up some clothes, so I should have been listening then.
Oh, you weren't listening. I see.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it what I see there, Sandy, is a total disgrace. A total disgrace. And the planning need to get at them, or whoever need to get at them, or we have politicians that need to get at them, because it's a total disgrace to when you looking at a bush play field, and then you're looking at that sort of thing. For God's sake, do they need to do that?
So it's the jerk stand that's the issue.
In the front. Oh, this tent.
Okay.
Right in the front of this tent. And they are allowed to do these things and get away with it. So it's like we could soon be taken over by certain nationalities.
Well, I think that might be too late. Might be too late for that now, honey child. That's not gonna soon happen. That's already happening. But okay, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything about it. I don't know if they have business DCI approval for that business at that location. But let me see what inquiries I can make, my dear. Thank you very much.
Even if they have a license, it's not a proper thing. It's not stuck right by the road. It's not even sanitary.
All right, leave me there with it. Let me see what I can find out.
Okay.
Right,
Thank you very much.
Okay, 936-2626 is the telephone number. I do want y'all to stay on topic just a little bit here today. Lots of concerns, lots of things happening in the community. But that one was completely from left field. I'm like, what are we talking about now? All right. Marshall says Philip has been dirty for a long time, but CMR is going to clean him up real good here today. Well, he's not going to get it today because I want to give him more than ample warning. Miss Olive says, Philip, you here? Can't see? Sandy didn't warn you. Can't say. Sandy didn't warn you. Yep, giving full warning. The landing flight says exactly they can't read a blueprint, can't read or do architectural drawings, but taking money, saying that they're architects and then subcontract actual architects cheap to do it, not knowing about Cayman codes. Siobhan says LMAO, shots already fired. Someone called the fire service. It's going to get hot up and yeah. Everybody wants to run for government, apparently. Qualified or not. Run from crooked people, says Strong Will. Yes, Sasha, we're going to come to the Movado story here in a second. Thank you very much. Faded Mary Jean says, why are you feeling shame for everyone today? Don't feel shame from because they put themselves in this position. Listen, if you do the right thing, you never have to worry about CMR. That's all I can tell you. Those of you who be shaking in your boots and, oh my God, I'm scared. You ain't got to be scared of nothing to do with me. Because I can tell you what, if you do the right thing, I'm not going to be calling you up. But too many of y'all be dirty. You know what? Somebody actually, I was shocked to hear this yesterday. Someone actually told one of their new workers that, oh, money, what was the quote? That money makes people forget or something like that. So in other words, they know that they can throw money at anything and just get whatever they want. I was surprised to hear that coming from this particular individual who claims that they're such an upstanding person in the community. Oh yeah, we just throw money at immigration when you don't pay for your work permits and all this kind of stuff. So that's what they tell them. Oh yes, money will solve it. Wow. Certainly shows a lot about us. Money not gonna keep you off of CMR, so I hope you better remember that now. I'm just saying. Watch yourself. Symphony of the Seas, good morning. Strong Will says, I'm not scared of CMR. That's right, honey child. Once you're not doing anything, you don't have to worry about it. Marshall says, I wonder why it is that some of these dirty, crooked Caymanians want to run for politics. Well, it don't take much to figure out why, to be quite honest. It's one of the easiest gigs going around the place, unfortunately, and we certainly need to change that and make them start really working for their pay. That's the problem. They're already crooking people, and they think, oh, I can get into another type of business crooking people, the world of politics. Not today, Bobo. I can tell you not today. Evelyn, good morning. Good Marcia, good morning to you, my dear. How are you? So listen now, let's talk about this Movado situation. Here's another crook that y'all keep getting in business with. Boy, I tell you. Ay, ay, ay. Mario vibes time. I don't even know how this man is still in Cayman. Honest to God. This is another example of the system failing us because he should have been gone. Yeah, KK, say another crook. He should have been gone a long time ago from this little rock that we call Grand Cayman and the three little rocks we call the Cayman Islands. This guy is so crooked. I mean, we sure can import him and find him. And because his poor mother, poor sufferer, no, he can't go back to Jamaica. Because anyhow he go back to Jamaica and start crooking people like what he'd been doing in Cayman, the outcome would be very different for him and not a good way. She doing everything to keep him here, hiring high-powered attorneys and this and that. How many marriages of convenience has this dude had? 3, 4 now? Because that's all he does. Now he finally got some fool pregnant. More than one. Poor her. She didn't realize the mistake until afterwards, and it was already too late. He doesn't even take care of the child. Every time the child go over there, the child come back with bruises and all kinds of stuff. And yet he's using that to try to stay in Cayman. Well, anytime you see him promoter putting on an event. Every donkey that purchases a ticket, you get what you get. You get what you deserve. What event has this man actually put on? Let me ask y'all this question. What event has he put on that has went off without a hitch? I'll wait for the answer. Oh, no. Nothing. He is a crook. And y'all should know it by now. Remember back in 2021, Vibes Time Entertainment boat cruise fiasco left y'all stranded? Oh, y'all have a very, very short memory. His latest gig now is this Movado concert. Now, y'all are foolish. You're going to pay tickets. How much were tickets, by the way? For a concert. JN Money is actually sponsoring the concert. I don't know how he convinces people to do these things. Good morning, caller.
Morning. About with the boat cruise. That he oversell it.
Yes.
And not get nobody back their money.
Yes.
All now my mama says she can't get back her money.
Exactly. And you're not going to get it back because he's broke. Broke con artist. Why do y'all keep supporting this boy? Anytime you see his name connected to an event, if you have sense, you should run in the opposite direction. Instead, y'all going in buying tickets. Well, I feel sorry for you here today. But you purchase a ticket for an event that the headliner, Movado, don't have no work permit to be in Cayman, so he can't come. Take that. Go and ask for your money back. No, sir. I don't understand it. Anyway, let me tell you what's going on. Very, very simple. His work permit was denied because he has a record. And I don't care what y'all think about that. You cannot like it or whatever. Cayman has its rules and it is what it is. Yeah? But what I do know is when you don't have a work permit and you're headlining a concert, why are they still advertising it as though he's going to be here? Go on their social media pages and ask yourselves a question. Where does it say, disclaimer, we're sorry, you paid for these tickets, but Movado won't be performing? Good morning.
I know you know this bring up Vibes Time, Mariana.
Him again.
Lord. This not the same man that got caught in a couple of years back being a pedophile. Taking sexual pictures of a young.
Oh yes, well he had pictures on his laptop, which he claims the laptop was lost, and he had all these naked pictures of people. Oh, look at this! Another one of Philip Hyde's victims came forward. Poor her. She was crying to me for years about her house, but I didn't realize that was him. Oh my God! Send me the videos again, girl. Philip, the case building against you. You better do what you got to do between now and next week, Thursday. We got videos. We got everything. You've messed up a lot of homes. You've messed up a lot of homes. Because I remember this woman talking about even the very leaks and water coming through her house. Oh, God. We might have to do an expose on you regardless. But you better sort out them windows and doors. Lord Jesus. Okay. Yes. Now it's coming back to me with this case too. See another one coming forward here. Oh, God have mercy. What merciful Father. Anyway, yes, Mario Vibes. He not nobody. And these fools keep giving him their money for foolishness. I don't understand it. Anyway, Movado not coming, so y'all better go get your refund. Yep. Anything else you wanted to say about Slack Mario, honey child?
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'd like to put another name out there.
Oh.
Yes.
Naming and shaming day.
Yes, I've had rough experience with a particular contractor, Genesis Construction. The owner
Genesis
of that company.
Construction.
Yes.
Oh.
The owner of that company is Toussaint Burke.
What's the name? Toussaint Brooke?
Toussaint Burke.
Burke. Oh.
Yes.
Where is he from?
And,
that name don't sound familiar.
He's from Jamaica.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm not the only one that he has conned. There, I have a whole list of other people, not just me, that have had issues with this guy as a contractor. Yep. So I just wanted to put his name out there as well.
All right. You looking for some money from him, or you want him to fix the job, or?
Yep, looking for some money from him. So I will get in touch with you off air.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Sandra.
Yes, y'all contractors in trouble, you know. Y'all better get it together. What a heat. Anyway, Vibes Time Entertainment and Mario Vibes Time up to no good again. Essentially, immigration, you know, they have a right to deny people entry into the country. They remain that right. Movado has a record for assault. Back in, I think it's 2012, he has a criminal record for assault causing actual bodily harm. I don't know how he thought that he would be getting into Cayman, but anywho, y'all were thinking the immigration really gone soft, and that is not the case. They denied David Brooks is his real name. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. I am just joining, I guess, the league of callers about these rogue contractors, I guess, and I guess rogue business people in general. And it's quite saddening to hear about it. I don't have any personal experiences with any of the individuals mentioned this morning in terms of that, but I am the daughter of a contractor. My dad's been a builder for 40 years. You know, and I don't, it's quite sad and shameful that this is happening here in Cayman. And just like, I guess, a few callers ahead of me, we have people we have our own, bad enough that we have our own doing it, but we have people who are popping up here on a plane, never swung a hammer in their life, and are owning companies, setting up businesses. And my concern is that in some cases, if you catch it early enough, you know, if you do something, the point I'm getting to is licensing of contractors. An architect has to be trained and licensed as an architect to be an architect. He can't just go in his warehouse, draw up a plan and say, he has to be licensed. A plumber has to be licensed. An electrician has to be licensed. Yet we have contractors, like I said, all you have to do is take out a business license. You don't even have to set up a company. You can take out a sole trader, and you are all of a sudden a contractor. Where is your evidence to say, you know, well, I've gone to some kind of draft in school. I've got a technical or certification. Where is that? But again, my issue is you can, excuse me, if you catch it early enough, you may be able to rectify a plumbing issue that may be wrong at the stage of construction. If you get the building part wrong, the laying the blocks wrong, once it's done, it's done. Like, look at the building. Have we learned nothing? Look at the building I think you featured a few months ago that wasn't even given a certificate of occupancy because of how poorly constructed it was, on the verge of collapse. Yet, again,
no. Hold on. Let's back up on that story because we need to actually follow up and try and get an update. They actually gave them a certificate. People moved in, and then after a little bit of time, the building starts crumbling and falling apart. They've had to condemn the building. And Caymanian mothers, single mothers who were in there and have put their little life savings on the line have to move out and find rent to pay plus a mortgage.
Precisely.
And planning needs to take some accountability for some of this foolishness that is going on with these contractors and these people. It's time to shape up the industry. Not every Tom, Dick, Harry, Sally, Diane, and Sarah Sue should be able to get a contractor's license.
But again, this is my point. It comes down to regulation. you have to have a license to be an electrician, to be a plumber, to do architecture. But I am more qualified to be a contractor. I've swung a few hammers. I've put on a couple of shingles. I've spent all my life around my dad. I've been on a few. What I'm looking at, I hear horror stories from my father saying they brought Sandra from Canada and dropped him on the job site, and he told me that he was a roofer. And when I looked, he had the roof on backwards. Right? This is what we're doing in this country. This is what we're doing. Right?
Roof on backwards.
And again, to put the roof on backwards. My dad said, I looked at him and said, you a trust guy? Trust as in a trust roof. You a trust guy? He was like, yeah, I can do it.
Wow.
My dad said, when he looked, the roof was a truss roof. It's kind of like a pre-made, pre-assembled roof, kind of, sort of. It's already built. It's not assembled on site, or kind of, sort of, but it's not a stick roof. People in that arena will understand. But like I said, he said when he looked again, the roof was on backwards. And he was like, and he had to bring out the owner and say, this is what you brought me. This is what you brought me.
We have another caller in the line.
I'll
Thank you very much. What a hot mess. It's ridiculous. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Sandra.
Morning, dear.
Yeah, this is a topic near and dear to my heart here. We actually have the solutions. This place framework is in place. It's been in place for a couple of decades now, or certainly a minimum of a decade. I know the conversation is being had for the last 40 years. But
wasn't there, let me ask you a question, caller. Wasn't there some moves a number of years ago to try to get contractors to actually be qualified and licensed?
This is what I was just about to say.
Okay.
So the draft legislation is done as far as I understand. There's a couple of issues. There's two issues with it that they have with it. Number one is that they employed the fox to guard the hen house. In other words, the existing contractors were the ones who wrote most of it or helped draft most of it and shape it, which in turn, for obvious reasons, left it where their interests were protected. And so anybody else who now comes along was incredibly seen as incredibly onerous and next to impossible to actually obtain a contractor's license. You know, because there's an element of quote unquote grandfathering in, right? And you had to provide your resume and CV with all your jobs of experience and all that, because we all know a lot of people went to the school of hard knocks as opposed to universities to learn some of these things. So they also wanted to restrict a lot of Caymanians who, while not having a degree, had proven track records on what they could do. And they wanted to restrict them to doing, menial tasks or like single-story homes or what have you. So there's a little nuance there. And granted, let's be clear, when this thing goes down, there's never going to be 100% agreement. So we have that issue there. Now, to be fair to the fox who was guarding the head house, they actually put in a lot of logical, because this wheel is not just being invented now. There's so many other places that you can just copy laws from. So they put in a lot of good protections. But, and now, and so as a result, what ended up happening is that these quote unquote contractors were running back to the politicians going, listen, if you let this happen, we're not going to vote for you. And I'm going to go to all my family and all my friends and say, you're cutting us out of work. So then the politicians all of a sudden lost their testicular fortitude.
Well, they never had any, but go on.
And the point being is that they played the game and go, listen, I'm happy to approve this if we let our people in. And to be fair, there was a lot of people there who could not show, resume and capabilities to the level of doing, 5-story buildings. Let's not talk about anything higher than 5 stories. But they still wanted to be licensed to do it. Now, my argument is I can't see anybody hiring a contractor who has no resume showing 5-story buildings, even though they would be certified to do it. I'm going to be hiring them to do it. When you're dealing with 5 stories plus, you're obviously dealing with tens of millions of dollars. So as a result, someone's going to do their due diligence and what have you. So the people, I think, were overthinking it. But the same situation goes for architecture. There is no no requirement for architects and what have you in place because of the same reasons. The quote unquote AIA certified or RIBA certified architects, and those were claiming we cannot be conflated and we cannot be mixed up and associated with those of you who only have real world experience but no degree or no affiliation with any of these governing bodies. The thing about it, the irony to that is that they don't follow the rules of the governing bodies in a lot of cases. There's a lot of business practice standards that are not adhered to. And our argument was, I am one of those who went to the school of hard knocks. I've been in the business for 38 years. I have my resume I can put forward, but the point being is that and some of these I've actually had to fix those certified architects work. Nobody's perfect, and we will always have clients who will complain about us. That's a given. It comes down sometimes to personality, sometimes it goes down to the very person's errors and whether they're willing or not willing to fix it. But I'm talking big picture situation here. Again, some of these small guys, and I got accused of sabotaging it. And my answer, my argument was, no, I'm not sabotaging it. They wanted to completely cut us out and put us as draftsmen, despite showing our abilities. And my argument simply is this: grandfather who we got here now, and let's reset the clock to zero and put in the requirements to get in, to become certified on this whole thing. But again, politicians not touching it because, there's a number of people
They're not gonna backbone looking votes.
We're going to think we're not going to vote for you.
Yeah.
So for the last 10 plus years, both the Contractors Association and the Architectural Registration Act has been languishing there, and nobody was wanting to have the real hardcore conversation about it. And so it always stays there until situations like this arise again. It comes up, it blows a little steam, and then it comes down. So it's like that volcano that's active, but really not erupted. But of course, you know what happens when finally the eruption happens, right? All hell breaks loose.
Yes.
And so we apparently are, and as a government in general, when you look at our history, we are a reactive government. We're never a proactive government. Just because being a proactive government, you have to educate the people on going, this is a necessary evil. So people were telling me, yeah, you want Architectural Registration Act so you can charge more for your fees. That's not it. Because at the end of the day, capital market works. So if I'm charging more for my fees and you can get it done for somebody else, you're going to go to the lesser person. So that's not the point. That is protection. Now, what surprises me more than anything else are two very powerful independent organizations. And that is, number one, the banks, and number two, the insurance companies. How is it that the banks are not lobbying the government to protect their interests? Because now they are the ones who are giving out these mortgages. Now, one could say, well, they got collateral on the property and got all of this, but it's still a very expensive proposition for a bank to go to court to repossess somebody's property because something was done wrong by the contract, which could have been avoided. Now, ironically, the banks will not allow you to issue payments until you have a certified member of the RICS organization, registered, the quantity surveyors, people who do the valuations. Somebody has to sign off and saying, yes, there's a dollar amount on this. But they don't require their certified contractor has to be there. Now, there's a list of approved contractors that banks now tell their clients, again, in an effort. They're doing their own policing. So, but the question is, that comes down to a good old boys club. If I'm friends enough with somebody in the loans department of different banks, I can get on that list if I'm a contractor. All right. So, but and then the insurance company being liable to cover these properties. And if they're not built property, then all of a sudden they have a financial obligation. So why aren't those entities?
Well, maybe we need to start asking the Bankers Association and the Insurance Association. Thank you, caller.
And in closing, let me just say that I don't know which project it is you just discussed about how a certificate of occupancy was given, and then the property was the building was then condemned. But let me just say this: the building department, the ones who sign off on it, and if they are subcontracting that out to a private entity, then that private entity needs to be responsible, and the government needs to make sure that they're held responsible. And then that brings up a whole other bag of noise.
All right, leave me there, caller. Thanks very much. We have another call on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
morning.
Morning.
I listen to your show pretty regularly, and all I'm hearing, like all of the issues that are coming up, what I am hearing is, I know people say, "Oh, we can't depend on the government for everything," but it comes down to them. This is what happens when you develop so fast without a plan. Without a proper plan, you have all these issues. You have the issues with no proper detention center for migrants. You have road construction companies. We pride ourselves in the Cayman Islands on being pristine when it comes to our buildings and when it comes to our island being clean, etc. We pride ourselves on these things, right? But what's happening? What's happening is we're developing way too fast, and that's causing so many of our issues. All the work permit issues, the building issues. We're developing way too fast without a proper plan in place.
Yeah. Because even planning, I mean, there's a lot of allegations here about planning not doing, proper inspections and stuff like that. And planning is claiming that they're overworked, that they don't have enough inspectors, they don't have enough this, they don't have enough that. It's like, wow.
We are developing too fast. The banks can't handle how many mortgage requests they're getting. The gas station, like everything, we're developing too fast. The schools are becoming overpopulated. Everything, we're developing too fast without a plan. The hospital can't manage the amount of people on island. Like, what is going to happen to Cayman? We are developing way too fast without a proper plan, and that comes down to, at the end of the day, to who is elected to do these things properly.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of accountability there. Thank you so much, caller. 936-2626. So somebody else messaging me about the Movado show, folks. If the man doesn't have a work permit, he's not performing. I can tell you that. He's not coming into the Cayman Islands. I understand that he's not even in Jamaica. Somebody said he lives in the States because he's wanted in an ongoing murder investigation in Jamaica. Is that right? And his son is serving prison time there? What the hell? So up to 3 days ago, this was posted on their Instagram page. JN Money is a big sponsor. It says pop-up pre-show, meet and greet. But who are you meeting and greeting? Because isn't that supposed to be Movado on the left-hand side there? So if you're using his image to talk about meeting and greeting, but the man isn't even going to be here, tell me exactly who you're meeting and greeting. I'm just saying. Earlier this year, Movado settled a big lawsuit with a Ugandan concert promoter because he was supposed to perform there over a decade ago, and he didn't perform. So this has been a longstanding legal dispute with this failed concert in the East African country. He didn't perform, and then in February, a magistrate there in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York reached an agreement in principle to end the lawsuit. So the settlement terms, which are not disclosed, included an amount, and it was supposed to be finalized by March the 18th of 2024. So the principal of CC Entertainment Limited had claimed significant financial losses after December 29th, 2012 concert did not materialize for whatever reason. Movado didn't do it. And then a makeup concert likewise did not materialize as well. So he was asking, that promoter was asking for return of some US $60,000 that was allegedly paid to Movado as a 50% deposit, and another $40,000 allegedly paid to Movado's reps for travel, security, and accommodations, awards and damages of at least US $250,000 in concert expenses, and another over $500,000, $545,000 in lost ticket sales. Ooh, honey child, y'all do the math. 545 plus 250, that's just about 800,000 rounded up, plus another 60 and 40, that's another 100,000. So that's close to $1 million when you're rounding things up. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Aunty. How you doing today?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah. I just want to something slightly off topic, but you were talking about it the other day. What the answer was that the immigration never answer you about how that woman was possible to get time extension for 4 years.
But look here now. Here's a joke. Apparently, it's not even CBC that was giving her this time. It's cabinet, our elected officials.
Yeah, well, that brings me to exactly what I'm going to say. Sweet and short, corruption. And to answer what a young lady said, it's called runaway capitalism. That's what we got here, runaway capitalism. And I like to thank Mr. Ada too for that bit of information when he just gave there. All that is called corruption tied with politics, and it's runaway capitalism. So welcome to the Cayman Islands.
Thank you, my dear.
Yeah, but that's something to
Yeah,
we're
still trying to get an answer on that one.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So Kara says that he's a legal U.S. resident, so likely travels on a U.S. passport. My thought is if he's traveling on a Jamaican passport, he would need a visa to enter and, of course, a permit to perform. But he's entering on a U.S. passport. He doesn't need a visa, but would still need the approved permit to perform. So I don't know what kind of passport he has. But what I do know is regardless, he needs a permit and permission to come in to perform. Symphony of the Seas says educated citizens are not fit for slavery. So if you're satisfied, you're part of the problem. Greed kills, says Duke. Good morning. Miss Amelia says, I totally agree. Blame the government. What a mess Cayman is in. Siobhan says the school is becoming overpopulated. It's already been that way since I went to school back in the day. Anthony says, yes, from 2018, he's wanted in Jamaica. Morning Strong Will says, hey, Sandy, what about the principal that kicked the 5-year-old child? Someone come to her. Someone come. Olive says, it's a damn lie. Movado is not wanted in Jamaica. Lie on a for stop. Okay. Well, let me correct you, Miss Olive. You know, we like to come with facts around you. We not gonna lie to nobody, Movado or anybody else for that matter. So let's make sure we get the story straight now, honey chill. Hold on, coming right up. Let me get a fresh picture of Movado so y'all can look at him face while me tell you the story and how it go. Because y'all want something to look at this morning. Okay, here he is. All right. So 2022, October. It was reported that a $30 million fraud case involving disbarred attorney-at-law Jennifer Masado, in which dancehall star David Movado Brooks is the complainant, was postponed last week when the case was mentioned in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. It was adjourned. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions had been expected to reveal whether there was an outstanding warrant for his client, Movado. On June the 5th of 2018, the Constant Springs Police had issued a notice for Movado to report to the police station by midday the next day for questioning in an ongoing investigation regarding a flare-up of violence in Cassava Peace, St. Andrew. Reports are that Movado had already left the island following a June the 2nd, 2018 confrontation with a man in the community who was allegedly involved in a dispute with the artist's teenage son, Dante Brooks. Pay attention, Miss Olive, class is in session. We bringing you some facts this morning, honey child. Okay. Brooks and another man named Andre Hines were ultimately convicted of the murder of Lorenzo Thomas, who was killed on June the 5th, 2018. In July, the ODPP had been set to submit an application seeking approval from the court for Movado, who resides in the U.S., to give testimony via video link in the high-profile fraud case. Approval can also be granted if Movado, whose given name is David Brooks, has no outstanding warrants in Jamaica. Senior Smith is unruffled by the brouhaha surrounding the admissibility of Movado's testimony, dubbing it a storm in a teacup, as his client's testimony is not critical to the successful prosecution of the case. Still, there was this question of whether or not there was a warrant out for his arrest, because Movado himself had denied that he was wanted by the police and believes that the corrupt justice system has conjured up a fake warrant. This is his version of the story. Poor him. Have conjured up a fake warrant to frustrate his attempts to regain his money. That's what he claims. He wrote a written statement saying, let's talk about this so-called warrant we have heard about all of a sudden after 4 years. What a heat. Did they ever decide if there was a warrant or not? Let's see. Oh, here's the follow-up story. This is September of 2022 now, honey child. Bringing it up to date for you. Movado is expressing his frustration with the Jamaican justice system as he called on the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution to investigate a mysterious warrant that has been issued for his arrest, and also high-profile attorney representing Jennifer Masato. Where's my gavel this morning? So it seems like there's a warrant out there for him, honey child. I'm just saying. Don't call me a legal eagle. But he himself is addressing the fact that there is a warrant out there for him. So then you know what that means. Hot mess. He says he'd been fighting a nasty battle with the attorney who had been disbarred by the Jamaican Bar Association for professional misconduct. And she, I don't know if Masato is a man or a woman, but is facing criminal charges for defrauding property owners in Jamaica. And in Movado's case, for stealing $30 million Jamaican dollars in a property transaction. So on Wednesday, the artist, who lives in the US, lamented that the matter has been going on for almost 5 years. And he claims that allegedly there's a manufactured warrant popping up to stop him from testifying. So somebody got a warrant out for him. He said, let's talk about this so-called warrant that we've heard about all of a sudden after 4 years. It seems as if officers assigned to the Constant Springs police station, Jennifer Masatos, I guess she's a woman, and her people are conspiring against me. The same police that locked up my son years ago are the same police that suddenly came up with this warrant 4 years later. And in particular, one female officer who told me that Jennifer Masato is her friend. Now, my people, years ago, when I left Jamaica, I left things in my lawyer's hands. My lawyers, both overseas and in Jamaica, were in regular communication with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and there was never any mention of an outstanding warrant. Nothing like that was said to my lawyers over a 4-year period. So it looks like there's a warrant for real. Moving on. He's also in court for other stuff. Him and his wife, Monique McKenzie, were sued by a Florida bank that's trying to repossess their Range Rover. What a hot mess. I mean, I can see why immigration is like, no, bubble. WRC is like, you stay in the States, honey child. We don't want you in your messiness in Cayman. We got enough messiness here that's already imported in. Not even for the weekend do we want you here. Stay in the United States of America. Aye, what a heat. This case now, gangster for life artiste Movado, whose real name is David Constantine Brooks, and his wife Monique Tabby McKenzie, are being sued by Florida Bank over the repossession of their Range Rover. Broward County Circuit Court complaint filed August of 2021. Alley Bank claims that the dancehall artist and his wife, named as the defendant, defaulted on a contract and have failed to relinquish possession of the rover. According to court documents, the bank claims that a white 2014, you can't even buy a new one. No, sir. A white 2014 Range Rover valued at $41,400 was purchased by the couple on or about July of 2018. Okay. So he bought a 4-year-old car in 2018 and still paying for it? Child, that's a bad deal. That's a bad interest. Under a retail installment contract, under the terms of the contract, the defendants are required to make monthly payments each in the amount of $949.17. The bank also alleges that the defendants are unlawfully detaining and possessing the vehicle. In the complaint, Alley Bank said that they're owed the amount of $37,293.63 as of July 2021, plus interest charges, late charges, and cost. What? Did they never make any payments? Because the original loan amount was $41,400 and you owe $37,293? No, sir. They're seeking an amount between $30,000 and $50,000 according to the court documents. They've both been issued summons. In addition, they were ordered to attend court via Zoom before the judge so that they can ask why the Range Rover should not be taken from their possession and delivered to the bank. What a hot mess. So apparently this star couple got married back in 2012 in Broward County. No, sir. What a thing. Wow. So Movado, all right. What a hot mess. Yes, sir. Let's talk about the promoters now. Here's the thing. Jamil says, fun fact, Movado was here a few months ago, not to perform, but he was here. Well, I guess they might not be able to stop him from visiting. Because remember now, if he's coming through the U.S., especially if he's on a U.S. passport, he wouldn't need to apply for a visa of any sort. However, let's be very, very clear. If you want to perform at a concert, you need immigration's permission to be able to do so. So concert organizers, I'm told, are Vibes, what's his name? Mario Vibes Time. And what's the next one's name there? Cedric. Why is Cedric still getting involved with Mario? What's wrong with Cedric? No, sir. Hot mess. Anyway, there will be no, listen, y'all can go and see. I don't know who these other people are that are supposedly performing, but I'm sure that the majority of you who purchase your tickets for either $55 or $100, I think was VIP. Most of you purchased those tickets because you intended to see Movado. You didn't intend to see anybody else with that kind of money. Otherwise, that's like a $25 ticket, right? They got general admission, $55, VIP tickets, $100. This was 3 days ago, and they've got it hashtag named the Movado concert. How can you name it the Movado concert if Movado ain't going to be there, honey child? I'm just saying. It shouldn't be called the Movado concert. Call it something else. So they continue to sell tickets. I think it is, here's a video, by the way, that Movado put up, and they posted it a couple days ago. I don't know when this was recorded.
Hey, yo, check it out. Cayman Island, Gully God live on the Living Colors, me at the 17th, alongside Vanessa Bling, 450, J.A. We are come from real bad life. And for the girl, them, she said, ride on me. She say she want me. Squeeze her breast, them like the trigger of man. Boom, boom.
No, sir. What a mess y'all in. Anywho, so why is it that their social media presence, these so-called organizers now, both Cedric and Mario, have not mentioned to you guys that that this man not gonna be here? that his work permit was turned down. I'm just saying. There is a degree of honesty, even for promoters, that should be disclosed here. And none of that has been done. I tell y'all, stop fooling with people like Mario. This boy not a good. So hold on a second now. Let me tell y'all when his permit was turned down, because now this is a matter for you all to try and demand your money back. Let me see here. 1 second. Let me check my exclusive sources. Okay. I don't have a date on the actual when he would have gotten the denial, but I feel like it's been a minute now. And sure enough, more than enough time to post on social media about it. No word. Y'all are entitled to your money back. Anybody has the date that he would have been denied? Oh, good morning, caller.
Yes, Miss Sandy. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Philip, how are you doing?
I'm good, Philip.
I'm traveling, so I just got alerted that apparently you were talking your usual smack and lies again.
Oh, really?
The only thing I have to say, Sandy, is this:
okay,
that truth and lies are very different and separate.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
Philip,
based on lies.
Okay. Well, we have more than enough evidence, and we have more than enough facts, not just from this last person who wants her windows and doors, but everybody that you have been screwing over for the past umpteenth years are coming forward. So if you bright Philip, come for me, because I would invite you to do so.
If I bite?
If you are bright, you come for me.
Well, there's only one dispute I've had.
You are a liar.
In the court, and that is
Philip, let me tell you something. Right now we're in live radio. And so there's certain things we can't say on live radio. If you want to have this conversation with me, call me back at 10:30. Because when we're not on radio anymore, we can get straight to the point with you and your lies. You want to go? You would you like to go?
Your cold hard truth is full of honesty, right?
Oh,
so I'll call you back at 10:30.
Oh yeah, I got videos. I've got videos of houses that you were screwed up so bad from years ago. You've caused people so much stress. You are lucky that nobody has grabbed you and beaten you into a pulp yet. You are a very lucky man. But you know what? You call me back at 10:30. I'll be waiting for your call.
Is that what you're advertising now?
Oh, poor
abuse and physicality.
Poor you. I said you're lucky that nobody has done it. I'm not advertising it.
I stand on my record.
Yeah, but your record is crap. You should know.
I'm not perfect.
Your record has so much caca on it that you shouldn't be standing on that if you know what good for you. Call back at 10:30, Philip.
My record is clearer than yours.
Yeah, that what you.
I'll call you back.
Oh, that what you think? Damn fool. Call back. Yeah. Call back 10:30. I can sort you out. No pieces. I tell you, the man bright. If him bright, okay. So he wants to do it today. He don't want to wait till next week, Thursday. All right. Send me them videos, honey child, of how he messed up your house. Resend them to me. We gonna sort that little piece of shit out this morning. Yep. We gonna sort him out this morning. All right. Yes. Oh, he got like I tell you, he bright enough. He got playing him out. Oh, he faced the bad. He's faced the bad. Class, please go. It's now 10 o'clock almost. Go and get your coffee, your second cup, for 10:30, and whatever else y'all drinking, because he think he's smart. Johan told me he's canceling his 10:30 meeting. What a mess. Oh, he's overseas. Yeah, you can afford to be traveling overseas on people money and buying you boat, you little piece of ay. Sandy, we still on the radio. 30 more minutes, Lord Jesus. 30 more minutes. Let's try to make it through. Let's just make it through. And then he can see the real Auntie Sandy. Oh, his record is better than my record. You a damn thief. Nobody can call me a thief. You need to shut your mouth. What a mess this man in. No, sir. My God. Some of y'all can lie. You think that people don't know who you are? This K-Man Bobo. People know you. All right. We'll do it at 10:30. That ain't no problem. Miss Stacy, we're going into overtime. I think I might need some we have an sorrel minus the liquor. Oh, he'll be calling back because he wanted them. Yeah, he's faced the bad. And he's the one who be trying to threaten people and bring up stuff that happened 30 years ago. But oh, they better go talk to their man about land that was given to them. That ain't got nothing to do with you stealing from people now in today's time. Don't worry, we can set him straight. Hi, Jose, good morning. Romeo said, fireworks at 10:30, folks. Looks like I need to take a long bathroom break, says Cappy. You at work? Tell me you gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be scheduling a pooping session at 10:30 because I really gotta go. Which Philip is this? Philip Hides, man. Face the pompish fool. Yeah, I'm gonna need some breakfast after all. I was gonna try and skip it. No, man, I'm having a 12:30 lunch meeting, so I'm gonna wait. I'll wait to eat. Oh, Jesus. Our people's special boy. What a crook he is. We're not gonna fix him. All right. So listen, thank you, Anna. Yeah, I know, right? I need prayers with a crook like him. Anyway, look, you know, I present another fop. Yep, that's him. That is him. He has some nerves to try and step to people, but he's not stepping to me today. I hate to tell y'all, but he's not stepping to me. He is a liar, a con artist, a crook. Tell him that new boat he gone and bought. That's where people money going for you to live a particular lifestyle that you can't afford any other way if you wasn't crooking people. Amani wanna know which Philip. Let me show you his picture. There he is. Don't make him fool you. Tell me, he's precious. He's precious, all right. In the wrong kind of way. Real precious. Damn crook. All right, we were talking about this next one over. Yes, so Lovato. Okay. So Mario Vibes Time and Cedric, are you guys gonna be refunding people's money? Shall we call Cedric this morning? Because Mario not gonna tell the truth, so we're not calling him. I think I still have Cedric's number. Hold on. Honey child. Just a moment, caller. Okay. No answer from Cedric. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Sandra. I just need to ask two questions. Are you saying Philip Hyde or Philip Hydes?
Let me be very, very clear. Hydes. Hides.
I. And then
one L. Philip with one L.
Okay. And then another question is about a name again. It's many Marios. So which Mario is it?
Oh, child, you not even know him, honey child. He not one of our people. But I'll put his picture up on the screen. His name is hold on, let me get you his proper name. So his sort of stage name or whatever is Mario Vibes Time. But let me see now. Yes, he fancies himself to be a promoter.
Oh my.
His mom is a Jamaican lady that has a little she has a, what's the name of her business again? It's a lawn care business or whatever. So his proper name, now, hold on. Let me try and get it. Mario Neville Blake. That's his name. You're not going to know him, honey child. Trust me.
Okay. Oh my goodness. What are they trying next in this island? Oh goodness. Anyway.
Yes.
Keep up the good work, girls.
Thank you, my dear. You might remember
and enjoy
that
your
back
lunch.
Thank you. You might remember that back in 2021, he was involved. There's a fatal collision right there by the Kimpton, actually, where a cyclist was riding his bike and ran into the back of an SUV and unfortunately died. I heard he was a really nice guy. The person who was driving that SUV that was parked in the bicycle lane was the same Mario guy. He was driving a gold Mercedes SUV, parked it there, watching his mother do all the hard work in the sun while he's sitting down trying to look pretty. And unfortunately, the cyclist, 56-year-old Jeffrey Cornwall, really nice guy, I understand. He'd been on the resident on island from Australia. He, when cyclists cycle, they put their head down and they're not expecting anybody else to be in the bike lane. And unfortunately, his bike ran right into him head on and he passed away. And that little popish guy, let me tell you what he did when that happened. He actually posted a video on social media, a post on social media talking about, somebody went and messed up his day. You can imagine a guy just died because of his careless and recklessness. He should have been sued if you ask me. But he's out here talking about, somebody just messed up his day by running into the back of him and getting killed.
God.
He is a piece of, when I tell you he's a piece of work, believe me, has had several marriages of convenience. Yes, this man is into one pile of foolishness.
But
and still managed to be in Cayman.
But what respect are these girls having for themselves?
They're not got none. They
can lay down in bed with them.
They're not got none.
Oh God. Oh. Okay. Bye for now.
All right, darling. Yeah. Well, we they're not got none. Child. That's a whole other story there. Anyway, yes, that's Mario for you. Real piece of work. I remember when he posted that, so many people were disgusted. I tell you. And he also claimed, somebody reminds me, he claims to be a photographer. That's true. So he claims. Claims he's a photographer, but he likes to go around taking pictures of half naked and naked girls. Again, they not got no self-esteem. So they makes him do that. And then when he read it, he starts releasing the photos to the public and claims that he's lost his laptop with all their photos on it. Because, you lose a laptop like that that's not even password protected. Y'all gullible bad. Not Aunty Sandy, no. Lena says that it's a Caymanian teacher that got seriously injured at Joanna Clark yesterday. Not that it matter nationality. I mean, so somebody got injured doing what? I haven't heard about this. So let me know. Strong Will says, Sandy, he's traveling, but he's listening to your show. No, he said somebody call and tell him. That's fine. Brandon says, time to call in sick. Can't wait. Lord, don't y'all lose your jobs now. No. He doesn't work for the DLP. I think his brother works for the Department of Labor and Pensions. And this is part of the problem now is they think that they're above the law. Because, he good friends with this one over at planning and this and that and blah, 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 blah. None of them not going to save you here today. Come 10:30. Christopher says, sorrel with the liquor, please, Miss Stacy. No. Johan says, Auntie Sandy reminds you of Stefano from Days of Our Lives. Oh, what a throwback moment. Siobhan says, I need popcorn. Well, chips. Oh, maybe I'll have some spicy chips during this segment. Y'all know I love my spicy and ripe plantain chips, right? Oh, yes. Jose, good morning. Evelyn says, I would eat a piece right here now. How sweet, a sweet tooth. Eat a piece of what? Y'all talking about food at this time? Cece says, lady, if you don't know which Mario, you're too old for this conversation. Try and behave yourself. Young people, time now respectfully. Oh, geez, I'm peace. Let me get a picture of Mario. Someone said murder is the answer. I would think of a boycott would be better. This was earlier. The pristine dump. Just what we need. More gangster types for our children to emulate. Mario, the fantastic driver. Yes, my dear child. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. Hello. Yes, ma'am. We could hear you. Could you hear us? Hello? She was sucking her teeth at the end. We're here. Yes, ma'am. Could you hear me?
Yes, miss.
Okay. How can we help?
I lost my card, and I would like to find out where I can meet the person.
Oh, we sent you the number yesterday to call them. Did you call them directly?
Oh, this is not okay. All right.
Yeah, no,
All right.
the 322 number that we sent at 742, that's their number. They have the card.
Okay, thank you, Miss Sandra.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, dear. All right. Ay. Oh, geez, and peace. Hot mess at Savannah Primary now. What a curse. Oh, my goodness. Let me read it. Hold on. All right. Let me see if I can get a picture of Mario. Everybody know what he looked like, I think. Anybody has any pictures of Mario? I don't even. Mario Neville Blake. I don't even think I have a picture of him. He went on the place, man. Kind of short. Short man syndrome issues. Let me see. Mario vibes time. Let me see if I can find one. Okay. All right. China says yes, he killed a man and not got no remorse whatsoever. Really disgusting. Miss Amelia, you need to log off the show because you don't know you're not gonna hear no cursing come 10:30, and I have a feeling it's coming today. Everybody tell Miss Amelia to log off. Cece said, ma'am, fast and pray. What a mess. No, sir. Amari says, leave me in the wilderness because I don't want man that bad, right? Jose says he's staying until 10:30. Symphony says nothing hot. Sandra, your head would be too hot. Talk about blood pressure. You might need a new heart after. No, man, we good. We can be just fine, honey child. Amelia's asking which Mario. Hold on, we got a picture coming through. Oh, yes. This must be him and his mommy. Aw, poor her. She trying to live her best ghetto fabulous life. Trying to raise this boy right, but he don't want none of that, honey child. You're wasting your time on your son. There he is. There's Mario and his mama. Everybody's sending pictures of him now. Oh, yes. Here's another one with him and Cedric. I don't know why Cedric be tarnishing his reputation as somebody like this boy, you know. But you know what they say. You better mind your company, honey child. I'm just saying. You doing events with him knowing his crookedness and how he always messing up on events? Anyway, demand your money back from these people. Oh, he posted a picture with him in Movado. he must have he must have took that the last time Movado was here. And I guess they were talking about, oh, let's make some concert money. See him there? Yes, honey child. Yep. That's him in Movado when they were trying to wheel and deal this contract. Well, demand your money back. Anybody has Mario's number? Shall we give him a call? Thank you guys so much. Oh, Lord Jesus, what a heat. Ay, 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 caramba. No, sir. Oh, my God. Oh, people sent me all of his numbers. Ew. He need to do better. I have a solution to help him look a little bit better than he does. Mario, you're wasting money on the wrong things, to be honest. I'll give you some skincare advice after the show if you'd like it. I have something that can fix you right up, and it's not bleaching. You need what's called a deep peel, and it'll help take away a lot of that acne scarring that you have there. No, for real. It'll bring back the nice brown color. Where your shirt says, smile, let me take your picture. Not if you have any sense. Don't make this man take your picture, because next thing you know, he's going to be asking you to take off your clothes and compromising you. And then he's going to claim that the laptop got stolen and you're half naked or you're fully naked pictures all over Cayman in circulation. So take my advice. Although his shirt says, smile, let me take your picture, do not make this man take your picture. Okay.
Number you dialed is temporarily out of service.
All right, that one out of service. Hold on, honey child. Good morning, Mario.
Go bury yourself and don't call my fucking phone.
Ay, ay, ay. Lord have mercy. Aye, Mario is fresh. It looks like we're going to have to call him back at 10:30. We only need to know, will people be getting their money back? Will they be issued a refund? That's all we need to know. Looks like he was expecting my call with his freshness. Ah, boy, 10:30 can't come. Can't come. Lord Jesus. Ooh. Can we end the show early and make 10:30 come early today? Ay, ay, ay. Mario, stop scamming people. Can we please get our money back? $55. How many tickets you think he sold? Where's Cedric? Cedric, you the co-promoter, so you're on the hook for this too. I mean, I hate to tell you, but you sleep with dogs, you can get fleas, especially these kind of dogs. So, you know. Anybody got Movado's number? We can call him too. We better wait to call him 10:30, child. Gabby says, what's going on at Joan Clark? Male teachers fighting? Deputy Pencil kicking a 5-year-old in the back? What a hot mess. I know. Marshall says, is it 10:30 yet?
Cedric Goddarison
is not available at the moment. Please leave a...
Does Cedric still work at Jake Scott? Is he still working with them? Anthony says Cedric is another promoter working for the rum company, Jake Scott, which shouldn't happen, conflict of interest. Well, I mean, obviously Jake Scott is aware of his promotion business, and they're often happy to sponsor him. So, I mean, they know technically it's not a conflict of interest if they know about it and they're okay with it. I mean, it seems a little bit inappropriate from the average person, but as long as Jake Scott is aware, and they do know, obviously, everybody knows in Cayman that Cedric is a promoter, technically, he gets all the good deals from them. And I guess he's put on some events over the years. Ay. What a mess. Miss Debbie, good morning. She says, I need a Weston samosa and a what? Chlorozapine? Is that how you pronounce it? To endure 1030. What kind of drug is that? What a mess. On that archive, everyone numbing came on. I want my number back. Romelia says, I would like to listen without the foul language, please and thank you. I can't make you any such promises this morning, Miss Romelia. Sorry. You can't have your cake and eat it too all the time. So sorry for you, honey chill. Ay. Rest in peace, says Corbin. Oh, Lord. Mario Fresh. Jim says they run, but they can't hide. What a hit, says Jose. Today's show should be called F Up Fridays with Stefano, a.k.a. Auntie Sandy. You're a nut. Ay. He's very disrespectful. Oh, landing flight. That's probably the most respectful he's been to a woman in a long time. Any woman that deals with him would have to know that he is disrespectful. That's an understatement. What did Hunter say, Miss Sandy? What do you do if someone doesn't pay you money you worked for? You put them on CMR, Hunter. Don't you know by now? Asking for a friend, he says. Hunter, you put them on full blast on CMR for your money. Tell them you want your money back. Or you report them to my road. Sydney's telling her mom to please log off because it's going to get real over here. No Christians allowed. I mean, listen, you can be a Christian and still listen, but I'm forewarning you that, it's not going to be PG-13. So, if you can't handle the heat, then you need to get out of the kitchen this morning. Thank God I never buy my tickets. Promoters like this, you don't go to their show that they put on, says Stacy. Symphony of the Reef says, poor boy crying in shame, like the infamous punks them will say, go suck your mother. Go suck your mother. Iselin Powell, bangarang, girl, bangarang. Wow, that's very disrespectful of him to say that on the radio. Young people, listen, y'all are expecting respect from a man who I barely can call him a man, a little boy who don't even know how to spell respect. Which song it was that they were spelling respect? R-E. Hold on here now. Who sang that song? That was one of the ladies from back in the day. Hold on. Aretha Franklin. Yes, honey child. He not know Aretha Franklin. He don't know how to spell respect. Child, please. Certain people you don't expect anything from, and I hate to say it, but he happens to be one of them. I got no respect for him. Like I said, his mother needed to put her foot on him a long time ago and never did so. Vicky says, Sandy, I need that facial deep peel. Please put it up. Oh, okay. Now you have to be very careful with this. Let me advise you, Miss Vicky, this is not a facial to mess around with, and not everyone can do it. You should go to a licensed dermatologist. This is your warning to have this done, because it's a miracle worker. But when I say a deep peel, it takes off the entire dermis, the whole layer. But the results, I mean, thankfully I've never had to use it, but I'm into dermatologist stuff, videos and stuff like this. The results are amazing. Hold on, let me get you the name of it. It is really, really something else. Let me see. Hold on here now. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, hold on. Yes, the peel is like, but you've gotta really ensure that. Oh, here's an example of it. Hold on. Okay, let me get you this video. I mean, but you have to do it under medical supervision because there's certain things you can't do. You can't go in the sun. You can't play around with this peel now, honey chia. But the results of this, it's called a phenol peel, PHENOL, and they are amazing. They give you amazing results if you have deep scarring from acne and stuff like that. It's a chemical peel. So again, it can go wrong though. So you want to make sure that you get, you actually get it. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all some before and afters of this. Yeah, but it's great for scarring. So let me show you something here. I'm going to show you a couple of these videos, honey chill. Dr. Sandy in the house. Good morning. Okay. Hold on. And again, you know, if you don't have severe acne scarring, then this is not the kind of peel that you'd want. And you want to go to someone who has experience doing it and stuff, which I don't know about anybody in Cayman. I can't make any recommendations, but it is a phenol peel. So let me just see. Hold on one second here. Let me see where did my video just go? Oh, here we go. Okay, here's one. So look at the before and after results. I mean, it's amazing.
He has significant acne scarring, and it looks like he went through a phenol peel. It's one of the most aggressive chemical peels you can do, and look at that after result. Amazing.
Look at the before and after. Look at the before. Hold on.
Really great.
So this is the before. Look at the before. Wait.
All right, this guy has...
Look, you see that little before moment right there? Look at that. He's got the telltale signs of, you know, severe acne and stuff like that. And then look at him after. Smooth like a baby's bum. Okay, here's another one.
I'm not a fan of this treatment, but for severe pitted acne scarring like this gentleman had, it can definitely work. This is a phenol peel, and the recovery is very intense. Other options would be a series of fractional lasers or an ablative CO2 laser treatment.
There you go, honey chow.
Really great.
Good morning. Hello. Hold on. All right. So just a little update on the situation with the teacher. My understanding is this is not the first time that there have been some very, very serious allegations, including that when she was at Clifton Hunter, she actually choked a student for 10 seconds, and people who witnessed it, other students and stuff, have reached out and said, I was there. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. But yeah, so there've been other allegations. And I don't know how you choke a student and ever work around kids again. I'm sorry, but our public education system is ridiculous on so many levels. If you get to the point where you have to choke out a student, maybe you shouldn't be in the classroom or around kids. I'm just saying. It's just me. Maybe you don't have the temperament for that. No, sir. Gabby says, well, I have a family member who owes me money from over 15 years now. We'll send you the details. Lord have mercy. All right, so we're getting reports this morning of a teacher being injured at Joanne Clark. I don't know what's going on at that school, but it looks like that school is cursed at the moment. It seems like a table collapsed on the teacher. Say what? So this person says, good morning. Please hide. My name is Sandy. Yesterday, my child told me that her favorite teacher was seriously injured at Joanna Clark yesterday. Apparently, a table collapsed with her outside on the playground, and the ambulance came for her. Oh my God. and she passed out. What the heck? If that happened, like that is so bad. Doesn't Public Work have a job of doing checks and stuff like this? Was she standing on the table? Was she sitting on the table? What happened? Wow. What to say if a child sat on it too? I hope she sues them for her injuries. If this is a white person, you would not hear the end of it. It is her favorite teacher, and she was so distraught about what happened to her. There's still good teachers out there, and she is one of them. Wow. Oh my gosh. No, sir. Wow. I don't know. They're not going to refund any money to the people because Cayman is around the corner. KMAS, is around the corner, and it's already spent on Carnival. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Y'all need to demand your money back. This person says him and Cedric appear to be champa and backside. What the heck is champa? This is a term that I'm unfamiliar with. What's a champa? I don't know. I don't know what champa is. I got to switch headsets this morning. Champa and backside. No, tell Miss Amelia that's a no. No, Cedric is Caymanian now, but he's originally from TNT. I think he's from Trinidad. Dear Singh. I'm gonna talk about Mario. Yes, he's wanted in Jamaica. Public Works isn't responsible for that as much. Benches as purchased from Northwood Prison. What are you saying? She should have been sitting on the bench. Champa means chamber pot and backside. Oh, well, thank you. Like your toilet and your behind. Okay, got it. Oh, I can't this morning, please. I cannot. I cannot. I'm not even touching that post. Nope, leave that one alone. The schools have a facility manager to oversee the coordinators and superintendents for each school. Okay. Remind Christians about the March for Jesus and tell them to log off. Oh, yes. There's a March for Jesus this weekend. Please go. I think Miss Julie, the premier, was endorsing it. I don't think she's going to be here, though, because she's marching on a cruise ship right now, enjoying her best life with her BFFs. So, yeah. Good times. So, it's that time of day, honey child. It is officially 6:30. I mean, hand me 6:30. 10:30.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, yes. It's that time.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Hey, baby, just a little when bit. You get home, just a little bit. Mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking.
Well, folks, it is 10:31. Radio folks, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. We're going to be logging off over this. So let me just go and click it off just in case they're into overtime or in the radio. Y'all not going to be able to listen to the show. Y'all have a good day, a good weekend. It's a holiday weekend, Discovery Day, I think. Go out there and discover something wonderful about the Cayman Islands. Please be safe on the roadways. No drinking and driving. Everybody else, we're in overtime. All right, we're logged off the radio now. Where's Philip? He's late calling. Let me call him back, shall I? Just give me a second. Just give me 1 minute. I'll do him the favor of calling him. Now, let me look up his number because he called me. Oh, he was calling direct. He got money though. He not even. Oh my God. he not even calling on where you call the thing there on WhatsApp, and he overseas. Oh, he balling with other people money. You little popish piece of shit. Oh, I'll do you the favor and try and save you some money because you have over $100,000. You better try and return to my friend. That's what you better do, bitch. Let's call Philip. Oh, okay. Answer the phone. Please. Please answer the phone. Oh no, he's not gonna answer the phone? After all of that, you're not gonna answer the phone? Are you kidding me, Philip? Pick up the phone, please. Please pick up the phone today. It's Friday. Oh, he ended the call. He didn't want to answer the phone? Oh, bitch, you can't be that much of a little pussy. You challenged me on the radio this morning. Now it's time to show who got bigger balls, me or you. Please, Philip, call back. Let me message him. Call back, please. We have things to discuss. You want to talk about your hands cleaner than my hands? Your hands in so much shit that you're knee deep. Not today, Bobo. You are a real piece of work, and I'm going to expose you. You hear me? You can afford to go off island, but you can't afford to finish people's house, and you can't afford to do the job good. You should call me back, Philip. We need to talk about it. Yes, where you at? 10:30 come and gone. And you're not answering the phone. My God. Somebody said call Mario back. Oh, yes, it's after 10:30. Nobody answering the phone. Where they all gone? What the hell? They all disappeared on me. 10:30's here.
Hey, Smart. You leave me a message after.
He not got no direct calling, leaving you a message. Nobody don't want to leave you a message. We want to talk to you for a minute since you not got no respect for people. Let's try again. They're not answering, boy. They're running away. No. Y'all can't be that. Oh, man. Y'all not easy. Hello? Hello, Mario? Are you there? Mario, answer the phone. Auntie Sandy's over here ready. No, sir. Them don't want to answer the phone, man. Jeez, some peace. Mario was so fresh just now. I want to talk to him. I couldn't engage him because I was on radio, you see. Come on, Mario. Show me your little tiny little weeny balls. He not answering? Watch bitches on peace. They all disappeared. Oh my God. No, sir? No, my goodness. Hello, Mama.
Good morning.
Hello, darling.
Good morning.
Well, go on. How's life in England?
How's life in England? Make I tell you one thing. Try don't make me get a nervous breakdown up inside it because you something else, you know. You is something else. I sit down looking at you. I sit down looking at your papa.
Oh, Jesus,
Boy,
peace. Lord have
no,
mercy.
sir. You're gonna kill me. Trust me, girl.
Well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. But I say they all
Send
run.
Miss Romelia. I tell you to send Miss Romelia out of class. Send everyone my age out of class, but don't send me.
Oh, you can listen.
Oh yeah, I'm still in class.
Oh God, but they listen. They run away. Like I don't know where they're at. They run and hide. Raymond said Discovery Day come early because they run and hide.
No. They by Heathrow Airport.
Lord have mercy. Mercy.
Well, I tell you, they will bust your behind down there. Trust me.
Yes, I waiting for him.
You should have waited until the 6th of September to born. You shouldn't born in October.
Romeo says Philip and Mario are on a group call right now. And most likely
Don't
the
worry,
Ouija
they
too.
wait on you. They're gonna catch you.
Lord have mercy.
Lord take care of them. Lord take care.
All right, my dear. It's after hours, and this is our little friend that's been banned from the show. You know what? I'm feeling so good today. Shall we answer what his name is again? Oh Lord, I've already forgotten his name. Oh Lord, what's the name of a friend that was banned from the show again? He was calling. Should we answer him today? I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me yes or no. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Answer him. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Nope. Because then he's not really banned from the show if he can call. I'm just saying. Mario not going to answer either. So Siobhan, they can do their dirt but spineless. And POS, take accountability. Raymond says when light turn on, roach run and hide. Won't even defend themselves, says Isaiah. You can imagine. My God. Philip, he got some nerves. Anyway, I'll call him direct. I was trying to save him some money, but maybe he don't want that. So hold on. What are his numbers again? Let me call him direct. 926 number. 926. Oh, yes. He must have called from a different number. Hold on now. What time was that he called me? It was around 9:30. That was him, right? Oh, he can afford more than one number? Oh, he really better give people their money back for true. Let's see if this was him. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if this is him. He got travel number then.
No, wrong number.
Wrong number. Sorry. Did he call before or after you? I can't remember. After. Okay, let me try. Let me try another number. She's like, not me. Don't blaze me up, Sandy. It's not me. All right, so that was what number he called from? Okay. So if it was after, there's one at 10:12. Let me see if this is it. Let's see.
Number you dialed is temporarily
out. No, that's not it either. Oh my gosh. 10:12. Was it a 526 number? Lord. I don't even know. It was around 10 o'clock, right? Then this can't be it either. Yeah, it was around 10. Did he call on WhatsApp? Oh, hold on. I bet you it was a WhatsApp call. Hold on. No. Hold on. Calls. Oh, yes. It was WhatsApp. That's why I can't see it. Why doesn't iPhone do it? Samsung do it like iPhone, where they put it in one single log. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? Philip, you seriously not going to answer the phone? I'm disappointed, Philip. I'm disappointed in you. I mean, Philip, I was ready for the virtual showdown. You know, I'm here. You talking about I ain't got no facts? Is it the cold hard truth of that facts? Well, bitch, I was ready. I got my facts ready, and you're not ready. Wow. Let me tell y'all something. Philip has been at this for a really, really long time. Let me tell you something. He is stressing out so many homeowners that it's not even funny, right? And the day of reckoning is coming for people like him. You cannot take hardworking people and their money and take it from them and give them one piece of a shit of a house. He using public workers to do electrical work. I got to fix all y'all bitches associated with him too. Because you know you're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff when you work for public works. Okay. All right. Like I said, Philip, you better call Seaboard Marine today and have those windows and doors released because I am coming for you. We can have a special feature on you. Oh, y'all want to hear from Alejandro? Y'all miss Alejandro? All right, let's call Alejandro back. It's Friday after all. Give him a little shout out. Poor little thing. My goodness. I think this is his number. I forgot to block him in WhatsApp. That's why he can call me.
Yeah, morning, son.
Alejandro, that's you?
Yeah.
What, Guan?
You know, said I as much as you don't love me, I love you still, man. Listen to you all the time.
Oh my goodness, poor you.
All right. So not to feel sorry for me.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these things that you see going on here, right? And I try not to cuss, but today I love Fridays. You know, Friday the day that we go off.
Yeah, we turn up a little bit.
You know, no, well, listen, this is the same type of people is the reason why I don't go out no more. Because like I said, sometimes you see things that you don't like and you got like these intrusive thoughts, but then sometimes it's safe to stay away. Man, look here, Sandy, if this guy have the audacity to come and say something like what he had to say to you as a response, you know, that just shows the immaturity that we have on this island as a culture. All right?
Yeah.
Immaturity, because we don't condone shit like that. Right? And then they gonna be amongst these people going, yeah, Virgin, what you saying? No, you got later, you know, like wait, look, listen here. We have people in our society that we allow them to do foolishness. And when people hear people like me shout and say, why are you shouting? You know, they don't like assertiveness. There are a lot of people that don't like authority. I know that for a fact on this island. You know, I saw that I mixed breed because I don't understand what Cameron is about. Yeah, because you see, you got some idiot people on this island that should be deported from a long time. Right? But no, we gonna kiss their ass because, you know, he can squeeze a button that I can't squeeze. But look at that. When that button gets so chopped, and then I start crying, I'm not gonna be like, oh, but he's, you know, I'm not gonna start squealing, you know, catch a nigga by his toe. But you can't fucking say nothing to these type of people because you know why? You're gonna be a disrespectful son of a bitch. But guess what? I love these troublemakers because these are the type of people you don't fuck with. Yeah. You know, we don't have enough of them type of people here on this island. And I can fucking say that as a man. I 31 years old. Right? A lot of teachers that I had in my fucking school told me that I wouldn't make it to 18, but fuck them. I tell you that straight up right now. You see this whole entire thing also, religious education, is indoctrinating a lot of people to be a compliance to the government. I don't care what about us saying. Look here, Alejandro Dominguez, don't fear no man. God told you, oh, fear man. Well, okay, that's your Bible. That's your Bible. Fuck them. I tell you what, I respect my people. I respect religion, but don't bring it to children. They don't understand a word. You see this whole entire thing about christening and things like that? Take that out. Take that out. I'm sorry. Look here, children should not be a part of things that they don't understand unless you allow them to do that. But that's fine if you can guide them the right way. Look here, and I'm bashing religion. I just bashing a lot of practices that we have on this island. And look here, talk about contractors. We got a bunch of people developing on the beach that they damn well know that we gonna have a wall built in front of that. What is the Lord saying about walls? What the fuck? We gonna have beaches disappearing soon. And I hope on a fucking
not disappearing soon. They're already disappearing. They're already disappearing.
No, but I hope on a love swimming on the beach.
Yeah.
Because they're not about walking to the beach, you know. Right? So fucking about it, I criticize saying that I don't care about scrutiny. Yeah, I live inland and I worry about on the beach. Sorry.
All right, my dear. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Cool.
I hope you can unblock me too, you know. And I'm worried about that little word that we talked about. We're not disputing that no more.
All right. We gonna see. I have such a soft heart sometimes, you know. So we gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, man. Me too, Sandy.
All right.
Not even 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes.
All right. Cool. Yes, sir. What the heat? Softest hand they coming now. Lord Jesus. Aye. Kaboom. Jamila said, we still love you. Giovanni says, we love you, Ali. Yes. Enough y'all be like, oh, Alejandro. Oh, my tweet him. Vicky says, best overtime, Shandy. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, Philip gone and run and hide like a cockroach. What the next one? Vibes, whatever his name is, gone and run. Cedric not answering the phone. Anybody else we can call about this promotion? Philip, we soon sort you out. Like I said, if you know what's good for you. Actually, let's make a little phone call in relation to these doors and windows here this morning. Because I do have a general question. Because you see, when these contractors ship your stuff, and the other thing is, do y'all know that they be putting your stuff on other people's house? Y'all better go check. One of them lied and told somebody that the doors and stuff never came. Kind of find out it's in somebody else's house. Lord Jesus, these contractors are a hot mess. I'm telling you, some of them really need to have their head busted open for truth. I mean, the foolishness they're going on with is ridiculous. But I have a question for Seaboard. Why am I listening to music?
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Who's your manager there at Seaboard?
Our general manager is Robert Foster.
Is Mr. Robert available this morning? I have a question for him. It's Sandra Hill.
Not here as yet. He's not here.
He's not there yet.
You want to speak to our sales manager?
Who would that be?
Sharda Ebanks.
Sharda?
Ebanks.
Okay, I'll speak with her. Tell her it's Sandra Hill, and we are speaking to her publicly this morning. Just a general question, though.
One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for calling Seaboard Marine. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience while you wait. Our team is currently assisting other customers, but we will be with you.
Strong will. So call Philip again.
Thank you for calling Seaboard Marine. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience while you wait. Our team is currently assisting other customers.
Oh no, Charles.
We will be with you as soon as possible.
They didn't sell the product twice. They stole a woman's door and hung it on somebody else's house. Mm-mm.
Thank you for calling Seaboard Marine. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience while you wait. Our team is currently assisting other customers, but we will be with you as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for calling Seaboard Marine. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience while you wait. Our team is currently assisting other customers, but we will be with you as soon as possible.
Any day now, honey chill.
Thank you for calling Seaboard Marine. Your call is important to us, and we appreciate your patience while you wait. Our team is currently assisting other customers, but we will be with you as soon as possible.
Hello.
Morning. Good morning, Seaboard Cayman can help.
Hi, this is Miss Sharda.
No, it's not. Sharda's not available right now. Can I have her call you back, please?
I just need a manager who can answer a general question for me about shipments, like construction shipments and stuff. Anybody else who could help?
Okay, can you send your query to info@seaboardcayman.com and somebody can reply to you
Okay.
as soon as possible.
All right. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What Mr. Foster name is again? What his first name is? Let me see if I have him saved in my phone. Fosters. I got quite a few Fosters here. I don't think I have his number. Yeah. What's his name again? What's the first name again? Oh my! This is an important question, like general question. What a mess. Robert Foster. I don't think anybody got Robert Foster's number. He would answer the question for me, because it's a general question. Anybody has his number? Looking for a mobile number. Nobody wants to give a straight answer, says Siobhan. Lord have mercy. No, their ship didn't sink. Sandra messaged him to not pick up, says Joanne. Siobhan says, no, don't unblock. If you unblock, what's the point of having rules? Ooh, Siobhan coming in hot and hard today. Yeah, this is when your kids be testing your nerves, and you're like, no, I'm going to take away the iPad forever. And then you give it back to them and they're like, I know how I can get to mommy's soft side. Anybody has Mr. Roberts' number this morning? Share it with me, please. I feel like I've called him before. Let me check my phone, honey chill. Robert. Let me see. 22. Let me see now. Nobody has it? I'm pretty sure someone has given it to me before. Let me check one of my messages here. Robert Foster. Oh, yeah. See? I told you. Good memory, boy. Good memory. I knew I'd spoken to the man before. Hold on, honey chillin'. Hold on. Auntie Sandy got it. Jim says everybody seems to be bending rules around the place. Johan says, you must be wicked. Traumatized or something. Delene, Mr. Amelia. It's a general question. No, well, it's kind of about their policy. Someone asked them specifically. Nobody answering today, boy. What a mess. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let us give that person at Seaboard listens to your show and probably pass that message to Sharda differently and made her not want to answer you. Oh, poor them. All right, we'll get the answer to the question. All right, folks. So Philip got scared and ran off on the playground. He was challenging people this morning, and then he didn't show up for the challenge. We're giving him until Thursday. We can have an early Friday show next week because Friday I'm going to be off. So if he don't release those doors and windows by Wednesday, Thursday, the whole show is going to be about Philip and his messiness and all of the jobs that he's messed up on. So by Tuesday, what I'll do is by Tuesday, because some of you might not have heard the show yet, by Tuesday, I'll post up a message and say, have you had any dealings with contractor Philip Hydes, Hydes, Philip with one L? Please contact Auntie Sandy with all of your proof and evidence. I'll be getting all the video clips together and everything else. And then the Thursday show will be all about him. I wouldn't fuck with me if I were him, because trust and believe, I'm going to come. He's talking about, and I got no facts, and I got no facts. Oh, we got plenty of facts on you, Bobo. We got so many facts that your head is going to spin. You're an evil little man. Seriously, you need to do better. Whatever happened to you, have my word. Did he say that? Did he say that we had his word that he would call back? Yeah, he's not a man of his word. That's why he can grant teething from people, but yet can still go and afford to buy a boat and all this other kind of stuff. Because he's definitely not a person of his word. All right, child. He got saved by the bell, I guess. I mean, he didn't show up. So, you know, we were ready for him. But anyhow. All right. Y'all be good. I got to get ready for my lunch appointment today. I need to go pay some bills myself so that I don't end up on Mall Road. And the rest of you, please be good. He said he'd call back at 10:30 and he didn't. And I've called him multiple times and he's not answering the phone. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew says respect to Sandy and all hardworking Caymanians. Yes, go out there, work hard and just be honest. We're going to try to get behind Otis Construction and help this Caymanian-owned family at least get some of their money owed, because quite frankly, you know, this whole situation is unacceptable. And I'm really disappointed to hear this about Otis. I must tell you, I did not, I didn't really, you know, see them. I didn't really see them as being the kind of people that would do this sort of thing. Very, very disappointed. Lord have mercy. Big shout out to Refuel. They got some prices there today. Looking good. Yes, we're going to post this up. I need to go check out the new location actually, but they've got some really good prices. I mean, the new location would have the same prices, but I haven't been to the new location yet. It looks very nice. All right. So, you know, Philip was running off at the mouth, but when it came down to it, he never had the balls to show up on the playfield with Sandy. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Oh, well. All right, Philip. We'll see what happens. And we'll see you when you decide to run for office too, okay, Bobo? We'll see you on the campaign trail. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait till you make your official declaration and put your $1,000 where your mouth is, because you are not getting elected. You're not going in West Bay Central, West Bay North, West Bay South, West Bay, all the way back to the east, or any other district for that matter, because we do not need unscrupulous people like you. If you're unscrupulous in business, believe me, you'll be unscrupulous as a politician. You can't manage your own money properly. You can't manage the people's money properly. So we will not be playing with you, son. Nope. No vote for you. Sorry. Red flag. Red flag time coming. I hear the election's going to be in April the 25th or something of next year. We're trying to just confirm the date. But some of y'all do not need to run. Please don't run. You got 5 closets full of skeletons. Please go sit your ass down. Okay. Miss Amelia, you lucked out today. Be safe, everybody. Please, no drinking and driving, no speeding on the roadway, for God's sake. How many of y'all have to die just senselessly on the streets of Cayman? Symphony of the Seas says he wouldn't stand a chance in West Bay, West or North, that's for sure. He not going nowhere in West Bay. Nowhere. And he can't come out of the district of West Bay, honey Joe. So he not going nowhere, none at all. Go sit your ass down. You're looking for easy work? Well, scamming people out of their hard-earned money should be easy enough for you. I'm just saying. All right, honey, chilling. All right, that's it. See y'all on Monday. No, Monday's a holiday. See you on Tuesday. So please enjoy the holiday weekend as well by being extra cautious and extra safe. Let me know how the not Movado concert goes tonight, okay? And tell Cedric and that fool Mario that you want your money back.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.